What's up? A to Z Sports live for the second day of the NFL draft, towards the end of the second round, just about a dozen picks away from the Titans on the clock at pick 69. Jack says, how the F did Stribling go 33? We don't know. Nobody knows.
That's a great question,
and then
boss.
I just had player 186 on the A to Z big board go 56, a whole cool 130 spots ahead of time.
Yeah, this class is drunk. No one knows what these guys are worth. We're just making it up out here.
Yeah, take the consensus board, light it on fire in the dumpster, because we know nothing. Nothing means everything.
It's whose line is it anyways out here? It's the points are made up. The consensus board doesn't matter. You just do what you want to do.
That's right.
Take the players you like.
All right, so we are live here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We will count down. I've got the A to Z simulator is keeping up with the picks. There have been several trades, but at least the players that have come off the board. So I will have a good look at the big board when the Titans are getting close to the clock, and we'll do some countdown. But JT, do you want to tell the people what they got to, or Easton, you tell the people what they got to do. JT, you prep to give an update on the last 10 picks or so. But Easton goes first, so JT gets ready. I should have done it last night, but we were distracted. So Easton, tell the people what they got to do here before we officially get going.
Very smooth. All right. Welcome in. Just need you to like the show on Facebook or on YouTube. Hit that like button, the thumbs up button. It's free. It's extremely helpful for us. We appreciate you doing that. And then jump into the comments on Facebook or on YouTube. We want to hear your thoughts on the Titans pick, which is coming up in less than
a dozen.
How many picks? 11 picks from now? 11 picks from now.
Yeah.
So, we're going to rock and roll with the best available here in a second. JT's going to update us on who has just recently gone. Some interesting trades, some interesting picks. The Jaguars taking yet another strange second-round tight end, which is their favorite activity, apparently. So, like the show, jump into the comments. And, JT, what do we got for the past couple of picks?
It's been a really interesting run here. A couple guys.
It's been... Sorry. Never mind. Keep going.
Austin, with all of these references, I don't understand, but he's been on a heater with references.
What 80s show is that from? Tell us about the war, Grandpa.
Come on. There's a song that so many people probably know what I'm talking about with my.
Either way, the board has fallen. I'm not gonna jinx anything, but the board has fallen a specific way that we'll get into here in a second. But the last 10 picks or so, we'll start at Avion Terrell going to the Falcons, being able to share that moment with his brother, AJ Terrell. That was really cool at 48. Thought that's also kind of a steal at 48. If he can stay healthy, I think he's going to be a dominant lockdown corner. Carolina trades up to take Lee Hunter. The Jets also getting in there at 50, taking D'Angelo Pons. The Vikings taking Jake Golday, the linebacker out of Cincinnati. The Packers going with Brandon Cisse out of South Carolina. The Colts trading back with the Pittsburgh Steelers from 47 to 53. Take CJ Allen, the linebacker, who a lot of people had their eyes on here. Finally, his slide stops there, and the Colts get a linebacker. I saw Big Ten Jeff was very excited for that one, so congrats on your new coverage green dot linebacker there in Indianapolis. Vanderbilt legend and star tight end Eli Stowers goes to the Philadelphia Eagles. Gabe Yakis, or Akis as Austin has
officially
been.
Akis.
Officially Akis. So it is
Yes.
Akis. Gabe Akis going to the New England Patriots as the Patriots trade up with the Chargers. And then, like you said, Easton, the Jaguars continuing to take just the weirdest crop of tight ends in the second round, taking Nate Borkacher out of Texas A&M.
Sure, why not?
Is that his name? You're saying sure as in that's
no, yeah, sure with the pick. I don't know how to say his name.
Oh,
Borkacher.
Your guess is as best as mine. I don't know.
I think that's correct. But I think Borkacher is correct. That's whoever announced the pick for the Jags. I didn't see who it was. Did say something along the lines of Borkacher, who is, as I mentioned earlier, the 186th player on the A to Z big board, goes pick 56. So,
correct. And then to round it out, the Eagles have just traded for Jonathan Grenard, sending 98 and a third round pick next year to the Minnesota Vikings in exchange for Jonathan Grenard, who signs a new 4-year, $100 million extension with $50 million guaranteed. Now we are caught up.
Yep.
The Bears are about to announce their pick, so we await who they may pick here, and then we will be off and rolling.
Yeah,
we've got to trade. The Browns are on the clock at 58. The Niners have moved back for what it's
again.
Worth.
The Niners keep on backpedaling there.
It feels like, I mean, maybe this is prisoner of the moment thing, but it feels like there's an unusual number of little itty-bitty little microtransactions going on right now.
For sure. That's because nobody knows.
I think I know where this pick is going with Bustin' Diamond.
Where are we at on day 2 in terms of tipping picks? How do we feel about this? Are we still anti all of that,
but
right?
It's gonna it's
no, I get it.
It's an unstoppable movement.
Logan Jones off the board to the Chicago Bears. Bustin' Diamond says this was supposed to be us.
Remember all those early Logan Jones at 101 mocks? Remember that? I would like to, again, not to like be insufferable victory lap guy at the beginning of the show, but I made a pretty big deal out of my take. I forget when, at some point last week, I think, where I was talking with you, Austin, and you agreed with me for what it's worth, that like either we are all wrong about this group of centers that are potential starters that we all felt like would go between picks 80 and 120.
Yeah.
We're either wrong about them being potential starters, or they're going to go way earlier than we're mocking them. And guess what? The first one comes off the board at 58 when we thought he'd be a 101 option.
Yeah, but this is the guy who usually was the last one to come off the board, because the interior linemen that are still there are Emmanuel Pregnon, Connor Lew, Jake Slaughter, Jalen Farmer, Sam Hecht. Then Logan Jones was typically after Sam Hecht. So
Pregnon still being on the board is interesting to me. It also, and I've been watching the draft this entire time, waiting for us to go live. It just dawned on me because of the chat that McCoy is still on the board. I didn't even cross my mind that he was still an option.
I asked Austin pretty much point blank right before we started the show, if he's there at 69, do you think about it? I mean,
I didn't answer. I got distracted by something.
Yes.
The answer is no.
He got distracted by all of his references that he was making.
We need a word for this in the draft, because it comes up every year. Like it's the unspecified line where a player falls so far out of the range that you thought was feasible for them. It's like they're out of the Overton window, so much so that it's like, what's wrong with this? It's like when you find something at Goodwill that's marked for $1 and you're like, there's no way, and you shake it, you're like,
I wish what was the running back's name for the Cardinals who dropped football?
McNeil Warren to the Browns, who trade up here. So that's
what are you saying, Austin? The running back for the
Cardinals? Who was the running back for the Cardinals who dropped the ball?
DeMarcado?
DeMarcado.
Yeah, I wish he was somebody who fell, so we could say it's the line of DeMarcado.
The DeMarcado line.
But that's stuck in my head.
You get what I'm saying, right? Like we're in that territory from McCoy. We're in that territory.
To come up with another pun on what that line should be called, because like the Cole Strange pick.
Look alive, Titans trade up with the Bears. We are on the clock.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
For what?
Titans on the clock. All right. Titans on the clock at 50. At 50 what?
Has to be O-line.
At 60?
At 60. Yeah.
Has to be an O-line move here. There's just no way.
All right, Titans on the clock at 60 overall. Everybody look alive. I'm glad we went live when we did.
I quote tweeted the initial thing here, look alive. And we do need to look alive, because man.
Titans on the clock at 60. Let's get some guesses. What are we thinking? I
think it's Pregnon.
We think it's
Pregnon? I think it's Pregnon too.
Because Logan Jones just went. Is that the pick?
I would bet that it is, but
I don't know anything. I don't know. Nobody spoil anything. That's no fun.
For the record, it's not tipped, so we're also guessing. I have no idea.
Okay,
yes, this is all. So the Titans have traded up to pick 60 with the Bears, who received pick 69 and 144.
Okay.
So they had a 2-pack there of 142 and 144. They gave up one of them, losing one of their picks for the first time in the draft.
The second of their
3 right now.
Yes. The second of their 3 fifth-round picks.
All right.
Which, again, like, I don't mind, because I don't super value those picks in this draft in particular. Generally, I do. But in this draft,
so
in order
144.
Yep, 144 is no longer on the board for the Titans.
9 spots from the early third. So this is it. This is the last thing they have tonight.
Unless they trade again.
Unless they keep on moving up, because they have more ammo to come up. But that would be an interesting.
This could be for Pregnon. This could be for Dunker, which would, how about that for a swing? This could be for who they think is the second best center on like a Carnell situation. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Could absolutely be Carnell.
Or we could just be wrong entirely about the offensive line situation. We could be sniffing up, barking up the wrong tree here.
All right. Titans, do we know who went 59?
Marlon Klein. Wait, no. Yes, Marlon Klein.
Went 59?
Tight end out of Michigan.
So the Titans going to come up and get a tight end?
No, I don't think they're coming up for a tight end.
Who is Marlon Klein and where is he? Marlon Klein?
I don't know.
I mocked in my final Titans mock. I had him. But
where is he?
Way later than this.
I don't see a Marlon Klein. Oh, there he is. He's 184. I got him. I have not seen the pick because I've seen our other text group has just been going crazy at it, and I haven't seen it yet. So So I'm still thinking this is an interior lineman.
I would hope it's Pregnon.
The best players on the board right now: Jamal McCoy, Chris Bell, 2 ACL guys. Then you've got Emmanuel Pregnon and Chris Brazel, Anthony Hill Jr., the linebacker from Texas, Connor Lew, another ACL. So they get 3 ACLs on the board here in the top 6 players that are available. So we'll find out what the Titans do at 60 overall. If it's not interior O-line, what position is it going to be?
I mean, we kept mocking linebacker here. That was my final mock draft was linebacker. So,
okay. We are trying our best to not leak the picks.
Leaking and spoiling.
Leaking and spoiling.
That's a good callback.
Of course, commercial.
Oh, the Titans are picking? Run the ads.
Yeah, run the ads during the Titans pick.
Oh, no. The Titans are at 4. We can't run a commercial that early, but Easton can sure take his first pee break. That's for sure. Yeah. The first pick.
I'd like everyone to know that as soon as we went dead for the first stream last night, Austin made an aggressive beeline for the bathroom.
That's
a
because
thing that
that's
I avoided
what that
by
was supposed to be
wisely
for.
Taking
we
my
weren't
pick
live on this. What does it even matter?
What did I miss exactly in those 90 seconds? What did I miss?
Okay, while we wait for this commercial break to end, we're going to do a commercial break of our own. How about that? Shout out to Window Nation, windownation.com. 50% off all your window styles at Window Nation. We'll do the fun one here as we're looking through the window of time, looking for the Titans pick at 60. WindowNation.com is where to go. We also have our shout out to Pontoon Saloon. PontoonSaloonTN.com is the website. Through CMA Fest, you can use code DRAFT for any of their services, the water taxi, a cruise, whatever it is. And you get 10% off with code DRAFT at PontoonSaloonTN.com. And of course, Auto Pro Nashville. Unleash that style. Gently used high-end vehicle at AutoProNashville.com as the Titans are picking in the tail end of the second round, waiting to see what this pick is at 60, moving up from 69, giving up 144 in the 5th round. And we are trying to not spoil the picks, even if the chat's going to do it. Nas is like screaming, I just told you. Yeah, we know. We see it, bro. We got it. But we're trying to not spoil it for the people that are not in the comment section. So I initially thought Pregnon, interior line, Connor Lew's also there. We've talked about linebacker being an option at this spot too, as this is the longest commercial break that the draft has ever taken in its history. Does anybody else want to say anything?
No.
I mean, I'm waiting. I'm collecting my thoughts here before we go. That's hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed.
Killing it, JT. Keep going.
That's all I have to say. Hit that subscribe button. I mean, this is crazy. Why do hold on. Here we go. No, this is something. True Hype just said this. We've got time to discuss this because he's right. ESPN has key departures on the teams. It says head coach Brian Callahan.
I just saw the super chat and I looked at it, and he is correct.
That's
is a
Under
crazy.
key
It's a
departures,
pretty
the guy they
departure.
fired so many months ago.
It's a
That's
key
insane.
departure.
It's a notable departure. It's a key.
All right, Big Jeff going up there.
How is that even like? I don't understand how that flies as a key departure. That's crazy. That is the weirdest thing the draft. Do they do that for fired coaches? All right, Jeff.
All right,
good.
Anthony Hill Jr., linebacker, out of Texas.
All
what do we think?
So
is this this is Robert Saleh looking for a linebacker?
You guys want to guess how old Anthony Hill Jr. is?
24?
21.
21 years old.
Oh, so another youngin.
3 21-year-olds. They're playing blackjack over there in the Titans.
I'm not crazy about this. I'm not crazy.
Initial reaction. One word is the easiest way to do this. If you want to do this, one word in the chat to describe the drafting of linebacker Anthony Hill Jr. out of Texas, 60th overall. The Titans move up from 69 to 60 and give up the pick 144, one of their 3 fifth-round picks to go into Anthony Hill Jr. JT, since you're not very excited about this, I'll let you start with your one word as the other ones come in here if you want to go with why you're not so thrilled about it.
My one word is meh. Like I just that's what it is. I mean, I get it that like you got to go up and get your guy. And sure, I mean, he is a big play waiting to happen. He is known mostly for his impact, and I mean that's kind of what they show on the highlights. If you look right now, they're showing his interceptions, his ability to drop back. I think that's a little bit of a smokescreen. I mean, in 2025, he allowed a reception on over 71% of his coverage targets. He's not the best, and I understand we have this conversation all the time. You're not really looking for a coverage linebacker because they're rarely like you cannot rarely find one of those guys straight out of the draft. But I think he is one of those guys that he's going to be a lot faster than Cody Barton. He's going to be a guy that I think can rush the passer in certain situations a lot more effectively than a guy like Cody Barton. As Steven says, he's a dynamic blitzer. His coverage ability is more so in those big play moments, but you're going to get one of those. Those are few and far in between. And I think to trade up for a guy, I mean, I get it. You have a bunch of picks. If you want to go up and get your guy, go get your guy. But I'm just not crazy about it.
All right.
Especially with a guy like Emmanuel Pregnon. And now maybe there's something we don't know. Maybe the medicals are out on him. And that's not something I can.
He's starting to fall into that range where you wonder, right?
Yeah, for
sure. I do kind of wonder. But
all right, so here's what
operate real quick, just under the assumption that if the medicals check out, I would have rather had Emmanuel Pregnon than Anthony Hill.
Here's what Anthony Hill Jr.'s blurb is on the A to Z simulator. Instinctual playmaker with top-notch burst downhill, productive run defender with 17 career sacks as well. Coverage ability struggles against smaller receivers in space, gets misdirected by quarterback's eyes on play action. So there you get positives and negatives for the 60th pick overall. His athletic profile, he's 6'2", 238. Arm length is just over 50th percentile for linebackers, so fine. 40-yard dash, a 4.51, so faster than Carnell Tate. Jumps higher than Carnell Tate, 37-inch vertical jump, a broad jump of 10 feet 5 inches. His athletic metrics, his composite is a 94th percentile. His speed score is a 92 percentile. His burst explosion score is a 85th percentile overall. Last year, he had 70 total tackles, 3.5 sacks, 6.5 for loss, which is more than your front defensive lineman that you had yesterday. 3.5 sacks, 6.5 tackles for loss, more than Keldric Faulk. He had 2 interceptions and 1 fumble recovery and 1 pass defended. So that's Anthony Hill Jr. Before we continue to go, and I'll send Easton into the chat for the one word there. JT, you might have a high school buddy or classmate win a Super Bowl.
I did. That's true. Max Clare going to the Los Angeles Rams. So
yeah,
good for him.
Good
Max
for him.
Clare to the Rams, who apparently went to high school with JT that you just told us about last night for the first time. So, Easton, to the chat, you go one word to describe the Titans selecting Anthony Hill Jr., linebacker from Texas, 60th overall, coming up from 69, giving up pick 144.
I'm not sure the chat got the assignment on the whole one-word thing.
That's fine.
I'm struggling to see single words. Okay, no,
as
I
long
found
as it's
some.
more concise than
No. I
not.
found. I hadn't scrolled enough. Excuse me. There aren't many, but there are some. Dave says playmaker. Bustin' Diamond cheats a bit with all caps combined into one word. No offensive line. One word is a thing we can't say on the screen, but he blurted himself, so we'll put it up there. That's not one word. Solid says quality kicks. Why? With a question mark, says Brantley Cobb. Okay, says Guy. Reach in all caps, says Big Ten Jeff. Confused, says Rooney. Predictable, says Love of the Game. Average, says Augustine. What? With a bunch of question marks, says 777 Mac Dude. DC, says CJ Baller, which I wonder is in reference to the fact that the Titans have a defensive coordinator now as their head coach. Is he taking over the draft room? Is he holding them hostage? Playmaker? Who? Says Eric. Well, Eric, that's more of a you problem than a
no,
Titans
Anthony
problem.
Hill Jr.
I regret to inform you that's more of a you thing,
He was a runner-up for
whatever they call that linebacker award.
All of the awards. He was a runner-up to Jacob Rodriguez.
Yes.
In all the awards.
In one of them.
Yeah, I really should learn what those are,
so
but I don't.
I'm going to go through Anthony Hill Jr.'s mock draft position per week and how he trended. Okay. So during the holiday season, Christmas and the New Year's, he was a top 35, top 30 pick in the mock draft scenario before things started. Then in January, he drops down to about 40. And then around February, he drops down a little bit to the mid 40s. Then you get to the combine at the end of February. He's now at the late 40s. And then he bounced back up to like 45, but he ended as the 51st average mock draft position. So you get the 51st player technically here at 60. So reach, maybe not. Is he the right fit? That's where I think the question is.
Can I share kind of a table setter, Austin? Because this is kind of the range of the draft where and again, no free shouts, but I do think Dane Brugler is a pretty good industry standard to lean on when it comes to learning about these guys down the depth chart that you don't find a whole lot of scouting reports on. And so I want to just kind of hit on some highlights from his beast profile so that folks that aren't familiar with his game can maybe learn a thing or two about him. So he's from Denton, Texas. He is freshly 21 years old, joining the freshly 21 club that the Titans are drafting exclusively. He's a third-year junior. He was a starter for 2.5 years at Texas. He was the Mike linebacker. That's important for our purposes. Yeah. Mike linebacker in former defensive coordinator Pete, not going to try to say that last name, 4-2-5 base scheme. A 5-star recruit, he made an immediate impact in Austin and became a key piece of the Longhorns defense, wore the green dot as both a sophomore and a junior. So again, important for our purposes. His production and impact took a slight dip last season compared to 2024, but he still filled up every category on the stat sheet. An impressive size speed prospect, Hill brings athletic versatility to the field with his range versus the run, speed, and as a blitzer and change of direction in coverage. Though he shows a feel for play development around him, he is more of a decisive see-ball, get-ball player than a defender who relies on anticipation. His stack and shed efficiency must improve, but he plays with the toughness to evade blocks, carry him off contact, and continue his pursuit. Dane's ultimate takeaway is that Hill needs to play with better control in his movements and take on attempts, but he is a long, rangy athlete with the closing speed to impact the game in different ways. He has 3 down starting potential, although volatility should be expected as he continues to develop. You are muted.
You are indeed muted.
I know. I was on a different tab because I was looking up the recruiting profiles for these guys. Because Carnell Tate was the 22nd national player in his recruiting class that was the 2023 class, which is the same class as Anthony Hill Jr., who was the 17th overall player as a recruit coming out of Denton Ryan High School there in Texas that year. And then Keldric Faulk, the same recruiting class, was 62 overall. So you've got 3 guys who were in the top 62 recruiting profiles in that same recruiting class that are now the top 60 picks in the draft class 3 years later. That's just interesting. I thought that was kind of a fun little thing to bring up, because we brought this up with JC Latham when he was the 7th overall pick a couple years ago, that at least I did, where you have a guy who is a big time recruit who goes through and plays at a big time program and then continues to be a high draft pick. That's got to mean something, right? Carnell Tate did it. Keldric Faulk did it. Anthony Hill Jr., he's a linebacker compared to a wide receiver or an edge D lineman. Those guys go later, but I think a second round pick for an off-ball linebacker is kind of living up to the billing. Don't you think? A 5-star off-ball linebacker recruit spending 3 years at freaking Texas and then goes top 60 in the NFL draft. I think that's that's pretty solid, right?
Yes, it is. Sorry, my facial reaction. Ignore that. It's a reaction to the chat. I agree. I mean, honestly, my initial reaction to this pick, Austin, brings me back to our big linebacker conversation in the final weeks of this draft cycle, dating back to the owners' meetings and talking through the sneaky, massive need the Titans had at linebacker. And by the way, I didn't give my one word. My one word would have been needed, because this was a needed thing for the Titans. Now, they still need some offensive line help, but we can talk about that in a second. Let's set that aside for now and talk about how they did just address a significant need that we had identified. But if I'm being so honest, it seems like we misidentified it, Austin. It seems like, and again, I don't think that this was schematically unsound of us, but I do think that when we were talking about Cedric Gray as somebody we felt could be more of that Mike linebacker in this defense, which Robert Saleh explained to us at the owners' meetings as needing to be able to cover hook to hook, basically between the hashes. That's your roving territory there.
Right.
And then that will linebacker, the weak side linebacker, needing to cover a little bit more ground, be more of a rangy athlete in coverage, covering hook to flat. So instead of half the field, call it 2/3 of the field or whatever it is. We felt like Cedric Gray, based on last year's NFL production, fit more of that Mike role. But one of the questions we had, Austin, was, hey, we know for a fact the Titans kind of toyed around with him playing Mike last year in the summer, and they just didn't feel comfortable with not having Cody Barton from a green dot perspective, handling that Mike traditional green dot responsibility of being the quarterback of the defense, and they had Cedric play more of the will. But having, again, I think I'm wrong about this, if I'm being totally honest, but I'm wrong about it based on having talked to professional NFL coaches and evaluators this spring who told me, yeah, I kind of think Cedric might be a traditional Mike linebacker. And I understood their point in that from his role last year, amassing 1 trillion tackles and being an incredible downhill player. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But remember back when he was coming out and he was that 4th round pick, and we were all talking about him, not just on draft day, but in the weeks leading up to draft day. It was you and me, JT, on a different show talking about how like Cedric Gray is everybody's favorite, kind of like a Kyle Lewis minus in this class a little bit, like 1 round later, Kyle Lewis of being like the perfect guy as kind of your last stop on the linebacker train. If you need somebody that can actually hang in coverage some and has some natural instincts as a coverage player, Cedric Gray can be that guy. And then his rookie year, the injuries derail it, and he's not really an impact. And then it feels like last year we reframed our understanding of what he would be in the NFL to be less of that Will archetype and more of that Mike archetype. It sounds to me, all of that being told, Austin, like with this pick, bringing in a guy that was a Mike linebacker All-American in college, who was the green dot and an early captain at Texas of all schools, that this coaching staff and this defense is like, I don't know. I think our evaluation of this guy, when we were covering the draft and thinking about him, was that he'd be a will linebacker. So what if we bring in Anthony Hill to be the eventual Mike long-term for this team, and we tried to breed more of that will instinct out of Cedric Gray like we felt like he could have coming out?
Yeah, no, I don't think it's because my one word was going to be puzzle. Because it was going to be, how does that fit? That exactly what we just talked through is like, where does Cedric Gray go? Where is Cody Barton currently? He's the Mike, kind of the Cody Barton is the stand-in Mike linebacker right now. And we're trying to figure out which linebacker would they draft. Would they draft somebody like Kyle Lewis? Or would they get somebody who would be a Mike linebacker? Kyle Lewis, that was going to be my next kind of pivot. we all loved Kyle Lewis. Well,
Mhm.
I know Easton and I did. JT, you liked Kyle Lewis, but maybe not.
Absolutely.
But
Yes.
yeah. So we all liked Kyle Lewis. JT and I, after Easton had to bounce to go talk to the director of football for IMG Academy about Carnell Tate, you can go watch that video on our YouTube channel. It went out about eight hours ago, I think, around noon. But JT and I picked Kyle Lewis at 85 after trading back out of 69 to gain more picks. Then we came up and did a lot of maneuvering throughout to kind of cook that draft a little bit, but it was good. Would you have batted an eye if they traded up to 60 to get Kyle Lewis instead of Anthony Hill?
I don't mean to derail our conversation, but we are on a live watch for a potential Miami quarterback to come off the board here. Just look alive. I just got a little birdie told me, look alive for a little Carson Beck action coming on your screens.
That's disgusting.
Okay. No, I would have probably said the same. Meh.
To Arizona.
The little birdie is pretty Ricky, by the way. And yes, I think to Arizona.
He looks like a Cardinal. That makes sense.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. It still for me is kind of meh. I think I just
Anthony Hill.
Kyle Lewis as well. Like,
okay.
If I'm being honest, like I think Kyle Lewis in the third versus Anthony Hill in the second. Like,
no. What if they moved up to get Kyle Lewis at 60?
Oh, I would not have liked that.
No, even though you like the player.
Yeah, I don't, but not in the second.
What about 69? It's different than 6 picks. But you're not picking again until 142, right? In that situation.
I just, at that point, I don't know if you take him. I look at the options they had at interior offensive line on the board, and I say, I just purely would have preferred that more. Now I understand though why they did that, because I mean, if Robert Saleh wants to go get his guy to pretend, I mean, if he can be, well, I'm not sure he can be the green dot. We'll see if he can. Not crazy about that idea. Once again, I
have a bit of an outlier take on Anthony Hill, it seems, which is fine. I feel
outlier.
The vibe I'm getting is that you're a little different on him than we are.
Yeah, I am different on him. But like, I'm not gonna sit here and trash the pick because I generally trust Robert Saleh to know his linebackers. And if he thinks this guy was worth going up and taking, if anything, Cody Barton, pack your bags.
Okay. The last couple of picks, Jake Slaughter went 63 to what team? I don't know, because there's been so many trades, but I am charting the players that go off the board. Bud Clark went 64 to Seattle. So Bud Clark, TCU safety, the last pick of the second round, which means Jamad McCoy, Chris Bell, Emmanuel Pregnon, Chris Brazel, Connor Liu, the notable players who fall out of the top 2 rounds entirely, means something. So I think back on the Anthony Hill thing, I wasn't really thinking Anthony Hill was an option because of what we thought about. What are you grinning about over there?
Your favorite Cardinal.
Your favorite Cardinal.
He's going to backpack his way to Scottsdale right there.
I'm going to spit this water all over my microphone. Backpack is so crazy.
That is wild. That is wild.
Imagine he becomes the starter out there and the entire Arizona faithful start, the backpack. It's like the Fang Fingers for the Predators, but way weirder and lamer.
Kind of what Vrabel was doing at that bar in 2020.
No, I'm leaving the show.
No, I'm kidding.
Here's to get us back on the rails a little bit. JT a second ago was
trying to. I was making a football point.
No, you were. That's on us. That's actually it's on the Cardinals. It's on the Cardinals if we're being totally honest about this.
Well, the point that I was going to make about I was not thinking Anthony Hill Jr. was an option because I was, again, maybe wrong on me. I just assumed Cedric Gray was a Mike linebacker for Robert Saleh.
I thought that would be, but
I just was Anthony Hill was just off the radar. I was too busy looking at the linebackers like Jacob Rodriguez or Jake Galday, Kyle Lewis, Elam's Orr. Those are the linebackers that I kind of had my eye on. And I was skipping over CJ Allen and Anthony Hill Jr. and Josiah Trotter. That's just kind of what I was doing. And so, they trade up for him because there's a linebacker shelf after Anthony Hill being the last one there, because you had the top two guys in Reese and Styles. Then you had a big cluster of off-ball linebackers of CJ Allen, Jacob Rodriguez, Anthony Hill Jr., Jake Galday, Josiah Trotter. Anthony Hill Jr. was the last one from 43 when Rodriguez went to 50 to where did the 53 when CJ Allen went. And maybe that somebody else was going to have a linebacker there too. So I guess that's just what they thought. And I think being a captain in a green dot guy at Texas is important in this.
It's standard issue, Mike Borgonzi guy. Here's what comes to mind for me. JT a minute ago talking about how he would much prefer the interior offensive lineman on the board at this pick, and I don't think that's an unfair opinion at all. Where I'm at on this is I want to be clear. I don't, and I won't put words in you all's mouths. You're welcome to agree with me. I don't think that we are at a place where it's like, crap, they're out of options at interior offensive line. I'm at a place where I say, crap, if they don't bridge the gap between this pick and 142, they're gonna be out of options at interior offensive line. And I want to take a look at the options on the board, right? Because if I pull up the interior offensive line consensus board, and I'll kind of do this off the.
I've got the current available players. If you on the A to Z tracker.
Please do. I did not know that the mock draft database changed their website and it's now subscription only. So you're dead to me, mock draft database. That's crazy. Crazy. Go to azsports.com for their board instead, I guess. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. So what are you looking for? Where do you want me to go to?
Well, I just wanted to look at the remaining interior offensive linemen and how many of them fall under that projected line of available at 142, if that makes sense.
Like higher on the board?
Basically, based on our board, how many of the remaining guys, name the remaining guys that are expected to go between now and the Titans pick.
Emmanuel Pregnon, Connor Liu, there's Carson Beck, Jalen Farmer, Samuel Hecht, Logan Taylor out of Boston College. That's where and then Billy Schrauth is right on the other side.
Notre Dame, yeah.
Yeah, Notre Dame.
So we know Farmer's a guy that they have. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Farmer was a 30 visit, right? Hecht was a guy they visited with at some point. I forget if it was a 30 or not.
This is between what exactly again?
Interior O linemen that are
still available, who we think will be gone by the time they go, based on the big board.
Yeah,
by 142.
Yeah.
Where's Yager Burton?
Remaining available linemen on the big board at under 142.
I mean, Yager Burton's down at 200. So there's some. I'll just name some other names because Billy Schrauth, Bo Stevens are popular names that are likely to be solid options in that late fourth, early fifth. Yager Burton, as JT just mentioned, that's probably your. Now James Brockermeyer, the Miami center, he's probably more of a 6th or 7th round guy, right? Easton?
I would imagine so.
Yager Burton?
No, Brockermeyer.
Sorry, I was busy. Yeah, definitely a late round guy.
Okay.
He doesn't have the athletic requisite.
He's not.
I mean, maybe the plan is like a guy like Yager Burton because we talked about last night how we shouldn't put any stock into 30 visits for him, but he did have a 30 visit with the Titans. So
we should cross all 30 visits off the board.
What about Anthony Hill?
I'll double check. I don't think so, but I've not memorized them, to be honest with you. So let me check my list. Give me one moment.
I'm looking too.
I don't remember seeing his name.
I'm not seeing that. No.
No, Anthony Hill.
Yes.
Did they meet with any linebacker?
They met with Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Ooh, Trey Zune's a good pull there, William. Trey Zune, because he's technically listed as a tackle.
No, there's some tackles for sure.
So okay, my bad. I'm so all right. So let me redo this. Let me throw the tackle side in this too.
Sure.
So we've got to add to the list
Did you
I'll
mention
start
Jennings
over.
Dunker, by the way? Is he
I did
listed as a
not.
tackle? I guess.
He's a tackle technically, but guard for everybody's real
I'm
reality.
surprised that we have him listed as
Pregnon, Connor Lew, Jennings Dunker, Caleb Tiernan, Farmer, Hecht, Cage Casey is a guard project.
Gage Casey, JT, you taken?
Cage Casey at 142.
Sure.
Sign me
Just
up.
throw darts. Just throw darts at this point. I mean,
No, but this is my point, right? Is that there are like, you know, I
Brian
can count,
Parker, is he is he a guard option?
who did you say?
The Duke tackle, Brian Parker.
I think that he could bump inside. Yeah,
I feel like Duke tackles are typically guards. Just,
what, based on the one guy that's from around here that did it?
no, there's others. He was a Duke guard who was a guard.
You're right. No, he actually played both, I think, at Duke, if I'm not mistaken.
No, he played guard.
I swear he played some tackle.
No, I swear to God, I know.
I'm gonna go look it up now. I think you're
I
wrong.
know him. Lucas played all guard at Duke.
Lucas. Oh, we're talking about different players, dude.
Oh, there's two. Yeah,
I'm talking about the younger one.
You're talking about
different players.
There's two Duke guards in the NFL. You're
talking about
Grant
Barton.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about Lucas.
I swear he played tackle. No, fair enough.
Bo Stevens. Trey Zune is a good one. Trey Zune's a good pull. If they could get Trey Zune,
if he's there,
tomorrow,
I'm not entirely sure he'll be
but
there.
now we're talking. But now I'm just who wants to count? I'm going to name names. JT, do you want to count?
Sure.
All right, Pregnon, Lou, Dunker, Tiernan, Farmer, Hecht, Casey, Parker, Zune, Logan Taylor, Billy Schauff. How many was that?
11 with guys in there that I would hate
Not consider
them to draft.
starters.
At
Right.
142?
Yes.
Yeah, I would say there are at least a half dozen players remaining that I would see as guys you could draft between now and 142 that could be competing for a starting role this year. 5 or 6 of them. Perhaps even 6 or 7 of them.
Yes. I agree.
No one? Okay.
I wish man,
Kieran
Anthony Hill
Crawford
just
off
kind
the
of
board
took
at
the wind out of
67.
my sails. It's such a mad pick to me that I wish I had more to say. I'm just it's more so I'm very concerned with the Titans.
Very concerned.
I'm very concerned with what the
About the
Titans
O-line.
we're saying about we feel comfortable that we could start a guy or two on the offensive line that is a rookie this year. And I would assume they were thinking at the time that the plan would be a second or third round guy. If Mike Borgonzi was intentional about saying we feel comfortable with this class and starting a guy who we're going to take in the 140s,
Here's the thing, though.
makes me a little scared.
Because
I
Who's
also
tied in
agree
well
with
with
this.
Denver, obviously. Ben Albright
Hold on.
says that the Titans leapfrogged Denver to get Anthony Hill, that he was a target of theirs.
Okay,
for what it's worth.
Because Carson Beck just went 65th overall. Carson Beck was the 144th player on the A to Z board at 65. At 66, Tyler Onidim, the tackle from A&M,
Who?
goes six. Yes, the 156th player goes to 66 to Buffalo, D tackle out of Texas A&M. So we have no idea what anything means.
Well, I just saw Grant Cohn tweet that Deshaun Stripling said he has never met with John Lynch or Kyle Shanahan.
Guys are
So
just
we're picking
guys.
dudes we've never met before this year. We're just picking dudes
And they're
whose name we
sending
think
away-
is fun.
Like Ayuk is gone for a guy that we don't even know.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, they haven't traded Ayuk yet, but they get the point. They get the sentiment.
But that was when they drafted Stribling at 33. Everybody that's
True.
on broadcast television is like, oh,
Correct.
Brandon Ayuk,
Uh-oh.
see ya.
See ya, buddy.
He's played his last game as a
Well, I
Niner.
love
fair
that
enough,
there were
fair enough.
insider tweets immediately after that pick that were like, the 49ers would still really like to trade the Brandon Ayuk
Yeah.
asset. It's like,
Well, yeah.
I bet you would.
Like how the Harold Landry has permission to seek a trade from the Titans for
That's right.
that type of move. So Kieran Crawford goes 67th overall there. And so this is The consensus board means nothing. Imagine having to pay for that.
Which is funny. Usually it does, but this year, no sir. It does
Nobody
not.
knows anything. It's all a personal flavor draft.
The Titans, if they wanted to package all the rest of their picks to move back up, they have enough.
What's the shiniest thing they could afford in the Dave and Buster's prize drawer?
The Titans could package their 2 5ths, 2 6ths, and a 7th to come up to 102.
Seriously,
So
that's as high as they get.
A Chinese finger trap.
The Titans,
Nice.
the rest of the Titans picks add up to the value of the 102nd pick.
That's terrible.
Terrible. JT, that's firmly in the Austin Stanley zone of appreciation.
But that takes all of the picks.
Yes, it takes.
We don't need the rest of those picks. They're useless, obviously.
F them picks.
That's right.
F them picks. We don't need any of them. We just need
anything to get
Carnell,
into the
Tate,
Austin Stanley
Keldric,
zone of
Faulk.
appreciation.
This stupid Keldric Faulk trade.
And that's why I'm not. And that's why I'm not super crazy about once again trading up for Anthony Hill. And I get
or trading up for Keldric.
He was not going to be there. I think that's a little different. No, like Anthony Hill, I don't think he was going to be there.
No, I mean,
because
all but confirmed with the Albright tweet, he was not going to.
I think Keldric Faulk is still different because there's a 5th-year option attached to that. But
that screwed the whole thing up. Though.
Also, wouldn't have been there.
Yeah, he would not have been there.
Anybody,
I feel pretty confident that San Francisco would take him.
When's the last time? When is the last time that somebody traded up for somebody and we're like, yeah, he wasn't going to be there if we didn't move up and get him? That's everybody says that. It means nothing.
So the last time was all the times, is what you mean?
Yes, it's the same thing. Like, well, we this guy
what you actually mean is when was the last time somebody traded up and didn't need to?
Yeah,
and the answer is last night when the Chiefs moved to 6 for Mansour Delane.
Did they?
Yeah, they didn't need to do that. They thought that the Commanders were going to take him, and they were wrong.
Or they thought the Commanders were going to take Sonny Styles, and they knew that the Commanders were going to trade back to 9, and the Saints were going to take Delane. They had to get ahead of the Saints too, and the Commanders didn't want to lose Sonny Styles.
I don't think the Saints were taking Delane because the best Saints beat writer for my money had a 20-minute podcast on the Saints tanking Jordan Tyson that he had pre-recorded before the pick was made, and he put it out the second it was made. So I think that they were always taking Jordan.
He probably also had the same thing for Mansour Delane too.
Maybe
kind of smart. Kind of good idea.
I don't know.
You two, are we gonna fight on air? Is this what we're gonna do?
Who's fighting? So. We're having a conversation.
Okay, all right.
JT and Ryan just really want to see us fight.
The Titans could.
Ryan's just trying. Ryan's going fight from New Jersey.
I was about to say from the worst state in the union. What a crazy thing.
No, I'm
gonna get in on the action. The Titans could trade. The Titans could trade 142 and 165 and trade those 2 picks to get to 117.
What?
Who cares? They can trade to wherever they want.
Markel Bell.
They can trade to wherever they want.
Markel Bell just went 68.
JT, you know what this sound is right here? Psh, that's the sound of me breaking the break glass in case of emergency 2027 war chest of picks. We're going to dip into those, and we're going to start throwing them at this year to get another pick. That's what's going to happen.
Markel Bell.
And then that's kind of my. That's why I don't feel great about their positioning right now, because I don't think, unless you're coming up to get a guy like Pregnon, I'm not breaking out 2027 capital to come back up and take one of these guys in the early 4th.
Oh, I'm
agree. Not doing it.
No,
not 27.
Almost all the way joking.
What were the picks?
Because I just the one thing wow, and there you go, your boy Easton Sam Roush goes 69.
Nice pick.
The Nashville native. I wanted to bring him home.
The thing,
he's never gonna be a tight end.
I understand, and that's just why I'm still just not ecstatic about Anthony Hill. I think can be a good player, Do I think he's a more north to south player than he is east west? Do I think he has a lot more? And I had thought about this before it was said in our A to Z chat, but does he have more Kenneth Murray Jr. tendencies than coverage linebacker tendencies? I think
that's
so.
Crazy. That's crazy. We've got Dan Brugler comparing the Titans' first pick to Corey Davis. We've got Austin Stanley comparing the Titans' second pick to Kevin Dodd.
I did not
We've got
say
JT
that.
comparing the Titans. No, you said it. You typed it out. I have paper
that
evidence.
Was a,
paper
that was a
that.
joke
nice try,
at 1
buddy.
a.m. It was a
nice try,
hyperbolic
buddy.
joke.
And then we've got JT comparing the Titans' third pick to, well, you just said it. So stay tuned for the Titans' next pick, who's going to be who's the worst person I can think of. I don't even want to disparage anybody.
They're going to go Jalston Fowler in the 4th round or something, 5th round.
They're going to get a guy who comps
who's
just like
your
Dylan
next favorite
Radins.
Titans terrorist we can comp a Titans player
Dylan
Radins. Yager Burton, the next Dylan Radins.
I hope
Write
I'm
that
wrong.
down.
And then I think like if Robert Saleh believes in this guy and they feel convicted once again enough to trade up and deal with the consequences of interior offensive line later to get their guy.
I just saw Joe
Sure.
DeLeon in one of our comments, in one of our chats, point out that the Bears have only drafted white dudes so far. I want to kind of narrow down y'all's frustration because I don't think it's unwarranted by any means. I'm just curious. Is it 100% born of the fact that they haven't addressed the offensive line yet? Or is it because of the specific players they've chosen?
Who is upset?
It seems like the two of you are unhappy. Like you are, again, correct me if I'm wrong. It seems like the two of you are uncomfortable with the position the Titans have put themselves in right now. Yes?
It doesn't excite me.
I think
it doesn't excite me. So
the players.
There's two different answers to that question. So hang on. Doesn't excite you. I don't care about what excites you. I care about whether or not you think, because a minute ago you said you think they've set themselves up poorly or something to that effect.
Yes.
Okay, that's different than not being excited to me. I
think
want to know
both.
why, and is that 100% because of the offensive line need still flashing red?
It's because of the offensive line need and also trading up there for that player doesn't excite me.
Gotcha.
So it's both.
Austin.
Kind of.
The Keldric Faulk, the player, I'm a little skeptical of.
You don't like him. I'm going to make you wear that for the next couple of months. It's okay. Just say what you mean.
I don't know enough to
you
not
don't like the
like
trade,
him.
and you don't like the player.
I don't
how
like
you
the
feel.
trade. I don't like the trade more than I have an opinion on the player.
Okay. Well, I see where this is going, and I'm nipping it in the bud right now. You're going to try to ride the fence and gaslight our audience the next couple of months into saying that you actually don't dislike the player or dislike the trade, while all the while actively disliking the player and disliking the trade. So just own it. Just wear it. It's okay to not like the player or the trade.
Listen, I hate the trade.
Okay, so we've got that on the record.
I have never backed down from that. I hate the trade the Keldric Faulk trade. Bad trade.
My point is, you can't hate the trade unless you really dislike the player. Because it was a 5th round value and you didn't lose a pick, so you have to hate the player to hate that trade.
It's where you gapped yourself. You gapped yourself out of
Phrasing.
whatever. The Titans traded up a total of 12 spots and have put themselves in a situation where they don't have a pick for 82 selections. For 12 and all the picks 142 and beyond, garbage. I
mean, what's interesting is, what does this tell you about how the Titans feel about the Austin Stanley appreciation zone? I don't think it's the Tennessee Titans appreciation zone. I think that's what they're telling you.
They've drafted players at the 3 guys they've drafted are good value. I just think
last year's class, each class is different. The strengths are different in each class. We know this.
I
think that they are telegraphing that, like, hey, we really don't love the value at the turn of day 2 to 3. That feels pretty obvious to me based on what they've done.
But look at I
think so too. I think that's.
We don't have to agree with it, by the way. I'm not saying like, the Titans are right. That round sucks. I'm not saying. I disagree. I like some of the players in there, but I think they are clearly telling us, like, guys, we do not like these players in round 4.
Okay. So Esco says 31 overall was your second round pick, Austin. Thank you. I know that. I'm aware. I know that. Thank you.
Austin, did you know?
Yes. I understand that the second pick
Thank you,
was
Esco. This
the
was
second
important
round pick
to bring up. I appreciate that.
Oh my God.
I got it.
And did you know the third pick was actually in the second round? Did you know that one too?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And now they don't have a third round pick or a fourth round pick.
Yes, that's my problem.
Uh,
And it's not the fact that they don't have a fourth round pick. It's that they didn't have because guys fall every year. It like when the most hilarious cliche in draft season when you're doing a mock draft season is that guy won't be there.
mhm.
That guy won't be there. If we did a mock draft simulator yesterday and we had Emmanuel Pregnon at 60, that's not gonna happen.
The Titans are going to take Emmanuel Pregnon at 66, and they're going to take McCoy at 101.
That's my point. That's my point. So Chris Bell at 60, yeah, right. Shut up. That's not real. That's a bad simulator.
I was about to ask, where do we think he goes?
I don't
To
know.
the Titans at 142.
Did anybody have Anthony Hill? No.
Hey, if you want Ted Hirsch, you better get him at 66, man. I don't know where did freaking Deshaun Stripling went. Chris Brazel's still out there.
No, you're right that we're consistently wrong in both directions.
That's my point. 101 is such a good value slot because somebody is going to just slip the cracks and is going to get lost. And a good player is going to fall to day 3, and you get the first shot at him. That's my whole point.
I'm not saying I totally agree with where they seem to be valuing this draft round by round, but I will say that when I zoom all the way out and I think about what's happened so far, which, to be clear, what's happened so far is the Titans came into this draft with a first, second, third, and fourth round pick, and they decided to turn that into 2 firsts and a second, right? They turned those 4 picks, 1 per round, into 3 picks that were 2 in the first and 1 in the second. And that, to me, is telling you what we've been kind of talking about for the past couple of months. This class falls off in a hurry. The depth is not what you like. And the Titans seem to be saying, yeah, we agree on that.
See, I've actually thought that the depth is solid. The top end is not. The top end falls off. The depth is solid.
Oh, I think it's a crap sandwich. I think it's crap at the top and crap at the back and good in the middle.
Yeah. And
Austin is clearly correct here from Kyle Robinson.
Thanks,
apparently.
Kyle.
Correct on what exactly? The 101.
The whole thing. The whole philosophy.
The whole thing.
Because
I don't want us to get too out of our skis because, again, gut check. Let's do a little gut check for the
round. I had one more point I was going to make. Sorry. Because you talk about the first, second, third, and fourth round, and they turn it into 2 firsts and a second. No third, no fourth. It's also...
Chat, let me know who you think is correct in the comments. We've got
Can we get a poll going? Can we get a YouTube poll going?
Yes, who's correct, chat?
Who is correct? Austin or Easton? What are they correct about? What's the take?
We don't even know what we're talking about at this point. Yeah. Just who's correct in general.
No, basically it's that I think the trades really jeopardized their opportunities to accelerate the roster flip. Because they got one less player that I think is a good player. Because they had 101. Remember a year ago when we're watching Mike Borgonzi be introduced as the Titans GM, and he and Chad Brinker are like, we want 12 top 100 picks in the next 3 drafts. They had 3 last year because they traded back to get to 3. They had 3 this year plus 101. We all thought they're trading back. They traded up twice, and lost 101. That's right outside the top 100. Because if you include their 2 if you include their 2 101 picks in the last 2 drafts, then they are 1 pick away from having their 12 top 100 draft picks. And now they've pissed one away. And I don't.
No, they haven't. Their goal has always been to add top 100 picks. They came into this year with 3. They currently have made 3.
Correct.
They can't add anymore, though.
You're right. Mission failed on that front, but they didn't
They
lose any.
failed. They failed a year earlier. They failed There's no way they're getting 12. They now have
Failed a
9.
year earlier.
They need 6 next
They're
year
done.
to get to that goal.
They failed their mission. They're over. It's over. They will never get 12 top 100 picks in their first 3 drafts.
What really is a goal, but an aspiration that we aim to achieve?
So, that is funny.
So, Jack, who's correct? Me. I'm correct. They are
apparently.
Whoa, that's a classic Austin Stanley straw man right there.
I think you
Crazy
guys can both
straw
agree
man.
with this one though. Dylan thinks I'm never right, which I guess
don't we all,
fair
Dylan?
enough.
Don't we all?
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'll tell you one thing that I know for certain I'm right about.
For sure.
The Titans. You know what? I'm just gonna believe.
You really hamstring yourself when you do that, by the way, but it's all right.
The one thing that that I'm sure of that the Titans are going to do next year is that they are not going to allow anybody to run the ball on them. And if they do, that's going to be a problem because the one thing that the Titans have finally said, we say it every year. No one runs on the Tennessee Titans. If someone is somehow able to still run on the Tennessee Titans this year after what they did getting Keldric, Faulk, and Anthony Hill, we are going to have a problem. There is a fundamental problem with this team then. Because Anthony Hill, the one thing I will say about him and give him his flowers is that he is exceptional in run defense. This is a guy that I think you can absolutely put out there and is going to block up running lanes with the best of them as a linebacker. I think also you talked about the blitzing that he can do on the outside. Another guy that they can rotate in on that Robert Saleh front 7, even if they wanted to get crazy. But that's my one thing. The one thing I'll be watching with great intent this year is that if someone's able to run on the Tennessee Titans, I will have questions.
Fair enough.
Just to update the last couple of picks here, we've got
what's happened?
What's happened? Oscar Delp just went to the Saints at 73.
Yeah, baby, strong.
Tacario Davis went 72 to the Bengals.
Sure.
So you're talking about guys who are routinely going 1 to 2 rounds earlier than
ball knowers knew that Oscar Delp was coming off in the 3rd round. Ball knowers knew that one. Now Tacario Davis, I won't defend that one. It might be a tad early, but we're not out.
Oh, but I'm not just talking about Oscar Delp. I'm also talking about Markel Bell. I'm also talking about Carson Beck. I'm also talking about Tyler Onidim. I'm also talking about Bud Clark.
Who's the tight end that went? Marlon Klein.
Nate.
What does he do?
Bodeker. Nate Bodeker.
What does he do?
That's who I'm talking about.
Can we please recap the biggest talent names, like the names that we're interested in still being on the board, and can we maybe talk through why some of them might be?
A lot of injury. I think
injury.
It has to be.
Well, we're
ready?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, you've got Jerron McCoy, ACL. Obvious. Chris Bell, ACL. Emmanuel Pregnon, big fat question mark.
Yeah.
Chris Brazzell, we maybe know.
Read the Beast. There's things in the Beast.
I think we'll pause on Chris Brazzell because from what I know about Chris Brazzell, I follow a lot of Vols football players on Instagram. That's a good way to get content and find some things that they're up to and all that. Same thing with the Titans, right? And Chris Brazzell is just a quiet guy. He doesn't talk much. It seems like his teammates like him. He gets a lot of love and sharing from all that, but I think Chris Brazzell maybe gets in his head a little bit, and he's talented. I think he's different than the previous Tennessee wide receivers in his skill set and his ability to actually run true routes and to do that. I just think he's battled inconsistencies, and I don't know.
That's disgusting. I'm sorry what I'm watching on my screen right now. The Giants traded 105, 145, and the first 2027 pick to come off the board. No, second 2027 pick to come off the board after the Eagles traded. The Giants traded 105, 145, and a 2027 4th round pick to 74 to take Malachi Fields. Gross. Gross.
Somewhere Todd McShay is doing a rain dance.
Yeah.
There's Malachi Fields. So that was Chris Brazzell. Connor Liu still on the board, ACL. So 3 of the top 5 players left are ACL guys. Grayson Halton, D lineman from Oklahoma. I'm actually kind of surprised he's still here. He's an undersized guy. He's 293, 6'3".
I think that's the main reason why.
He's kind of Jarrell Casey-ish. I don't know if that's fair or not. AJ Halsey, safety out of LSU. He's a good player. I saw him a lot higher at places throughout the mock draft season. Then Jennings Dunker still available. I think that's the linemen have taken a pause, right? Linemen haven't really been going.
Yes, correct.
Keith Abney, Ted
Keith
Hurst.
Abney still being here is kind of crazy.
I think that he's a shorter corner, right? He's what, 5'11"?
Yes.
Well, the Titans are doing their press conference now, so that means they are done for the night.
Correct.
How about that?
How about that?
I mean, people are asking like the Titans could trade with
No,
what?
no. We just said the Titans may trade once more. No, they literally started their press conference. They are going to bed.
I did see someone asked in the chat, what if we gave up 142 Will Levis and Cody Barton to come back up? Find someone who's going to do that.
Yeah, I mean, the Titans don't pick so late till tomorrow. They can go squeeze 9 holes in the morning. That was the goal the whole time. We didn't even know it.
Correct. Tired. Hey, tired. Making early picks on day 2 and day 3. Wired. Not making early picks on day 2 and day 3 so you can sleep in and go golfing in the mornings and do whatever you want.
Can you sleep in and golf or pick one or the other?
Depends what country club you're going to or what course you're going to.
Depends on where you're picking.
How much money you got. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Oh, so do we need to cover anything else here? I can keep going. I mean, we're kind of getting to the spot where Ted Hurst is 65th on the board and the Dolphins are currently on the 75th pick. So we're not like, we've kind of gone over the guys who have really fallen.
We are just, this draft is so funny. I mean, you have Chris Brazzell, you have Chris Bell on the board, and Texas Tech wide receiver Caleb Douglas is going ahead of them. What is going on?
Who?
Caleb Douglas is the next pick with Miami.
Who's that?
Texas Tech wide receiver. Like, Caleb Douglas is going before guys like Brazzell and Bell and Hurst.
I've never heard of this guy.
What? This is the classic what does he do line.
I've never heard of Caleb Douglas.
Yeah.
Because here the receivers still left. Chris Bell, Chris Brazzell, Ted Hurst, Elijah Surratt, Zachariah Branch, Skylar Bell, Dion Burks, Bryce Lance, Brennan Thompson, Jacoby Lane, Kevin Coleman, Jeff Caldwell. Those guys are all still there. And Caleb Douglas just went. Jake, you think this looks like your mock draft simulator was way off?
I can't believe that everyone else's mock draft sim was perfect.
Correct.
And the A to Z one was wrong.
Yep.
That's as soon as Stribling was drafted 33, I said, burn the consensus board because it means nothing. Throw it in the trash. It's garbage. Nobody knows anything. Nobody knows a thing.
Listen, at this point, if Sam Hecht hasn't gone, right? Like at this point, who knows? You know what? Maybe I'll come back around. This draft has radicalized me so much in the last 10 minutes that, you know what? Maybe a guy like Sam Hecht or Jalen Farmer can be there at 142 at this point. Because if we have guys like wide receiver from Texas Tech, I don't even remember his name now. I'm going to wait
Casey
for the
Concepcion?
No,
Caleb
the
Douglas.
other one that just went.
Caleb
Caleb
Douglas.
Douglas. If Caleb Douglas is going with the 75th overall pick right now, which, by the way, Easton, can you do me a favor? Can you just go look at where he is on Dane Brugler's wide receiver rankings?
Sure.
I'm just so morbidly curious.
Morbidly curious.
At this point.
Who am I? Sorry, who am I looking for again?
Caleb Douglas.
Caleb Douglas.
I've never seen this person before in my life.
Because like actually I might
6'3.5",
I might be
206.
I might be able to be radicalized on this. Like if these type of guys are going here, maybe these offensive linemen will be there.
I mean, he made a play against a team that took.
He made a play against Georgia State.
He made a play against. I don't know who they're playing. I don't even recognize the helmets.
He made one play against Georgia State.
Oh, he made a catch against Utah on a dig. Who is this blue team they're playing?
I think that's Georgia State.
Who's the blue team?
Is that Georgia State?
Orlando's correct.
ESPN had 3 highlights.
That we don't know anything.
ESPN had 3 highlights.
He made a play against Tennessee Community College. Says
Nah, man.
Oh my goodness.
I'm trying to navigate the beast. Oh, the live feature is a lot different from the pre-draft feature, so I'm trying to figure it out.
Okay, all good.
Okay, hang on. Here we go. He was wide receiver 31 with a 6th to 7th round grade.
31?
Now, I don't know where that is on the full big board. Hang on, let me find the total number. But yeah, 30.
All I need to know is that he has a 6th or 7th round grade, and he's going at pick 75.
I'll tell you. Do you want to know how many? You want to know what receiver he was drafted?
Huh?
Do you want to know what number receiver he was drafted?
What?
6th.
No, Denzel Blossom was 6th.
10th.
Whoa.
11th.
Steelers are going to the Super Bowl, baby. Steelers are going to the Super Bowl. Drew Aller, quarterback 1 of the Pittsburgh Steelers, baby.
Nice.
The 11th receiver off the board.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
Caleb Douglas.
Now, when you read Dane's write-up on him, his first words are a steady vertical threat. Dontavian Wicks on a diet. You have my attention.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense then. Fair enough.
They went Drew
and
Aller.
Will says here, he says, a lot of people talked about DK the exact same way. GM and coordinators go after their guys. Correct. When you have the first pick on day 3 and you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, to be clear, we're not saying these rando guys going are going to be bad players, but these are the kinds of guys, that we expect to see go at the beginning of tomorrow.
Correct.
Like DK was like, wow, at 101, we're at pick, what are we at, 70 something?
75.
That would be like DK going at, they traded to get pick 68 last year for Kevin Winston?
82.
82, sorry.
Kevin Winston went 82 last year.
I know that
we're talking about guys that we've never heard of.
This is you're watching a live radicalization of me being like, you know what? Emmanuel Pregnon could be there at 142. That's what I'm thinking right now. Like at this rate.
This feels we've just jumped.
You say guys we've never heard of. Listen, buddy, speaking of a skill issue, if you don't know who Noah Whittington is, that's on you. You know what I mean?
He narratively feels like he goes to Nebraska.
Oregon.
Close. It's like Nebraska to the West.
Yeah. Close. Not close
Nebraska
at all.
of the West.
What are you talking about?
Hey,
close.
Oregon is the Nebraska of the West. I've always said this.
Nebraska and Oregon are close, like Tennessee and Pennsylvania are close.
I meant from like a branding spot.
I guess, dude.
Okay.
You cannot. I said.
I think you should just eat the L on that one so we can move on. Is what I think you should
Oregon
do.
is the Nebraska of the West with a conviction that made you guys think about it for a second. To be like, you know what? That's kind of right.
Yeah, what I was thinking about is what's this dude talking about right now?
Oh man.
I'm still trying to find why. Oh, here we go. Wide receiver 31 is 241 on Dane's board.
A to Z has him 211. Mr. Douglas.
A to Z was pretty high on Douglas. They knew.
Pretty high.
They were higher.
We knew.
30 over Dane.
Where was Anthony Hill on the A to Z board?
51, I want to say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was a value pick.
I don't think it's. I just.
Yeah, 51.
I guess.
Wait, what did Arizona do? Or is Jeff just yapping?
Probably.
Just defaulting to Jeff is yapping.
Yes.
Okay. He said quarterback battle. Did they take another one? Did they go full Browns? Surely not.
Who?
The
Arizona?
I'm purely just referencing Jeff. Now I'm wondering if he's catching up on the.
I don't know.
Is there a
what
way?
Jeff
Is there a way
Steelers.
to organize all of the prospects in this draft by age?
There's a
And
way.
then we'll know.
It's going to take you a while.
Ask Travis May.
He actually could do it.
Well, me
pretty
and
quickly.
Travis are beefing right now, so I'll do
Yeah,
it on my
you
own.
guys are you and Travis.
Coming up on hour 2, JT gets into his beef, his side of the story
you
with
guys
Travis May.
always coming up on hour 2 while we're in hour 2.
That's
Coming up-
true. I would be
Every
coming up
time
Coming up
on
at the
guys-
bottom of the
2.5.
hour.
On
That's
the-
a
on the-
radio thing, right?
The
bottom
middle of the hour.
Do you know what?
Middle
No,
of the hour.
no. The middle of the hour is not a thing.
I said the bottom of
Why-
the hour. That's a thing.
No, the bottom of the hour is a thing.
Yeah, I'm
It's
saying
the
coming up
bottom of
at
the
the
top.
bottom of the hour.
Do you know what the bottom of the hour is?
The 30-minute mark.
Okay, good.
The opposite of the top of the hour. I'm not dumb. All right, I
Jake
am
Jake
gives
actually
us
gonna,
hope here. Jake gives us hope. Maybe the 5th and 6th round is loaded.
Yeah,
I'm going to
with
reprise
all
my
of
roll
the-
from last night. I'll be back.
with all the third round picks. Chris McClellan, D tackle from Missouri, just goes 77. He is 157 on the A to Z board. Just cut it in half.
Oh wait, I can do this. I found a handy dandy tool to do this. All right, I'm looking at all the offensive linemen that are younger than 22 in this draft class.
Okay.
Because we have a trend now. We have a trend. They all were 21 and some change.
Wait.
Okay, here we go. The guys on the board right now that are younger than 22. Jalen Farmer, 21 years old and 8 months.
I just
Looking
can't
for
get
guys who haven't gone. Connor Liu, only 20.
Yeah, he's
20
young.
and a half.
So I just got while you're on an
That's
ACL
about
guy. While you're on an ACL guy with Connor Liu, Dan Graziano has a tweet here that I think helps a little bit with some of these. So I'm waiting on this tweet to load up fully because it was a longer one.
So that's your target, Titans fans. If you're looking for somebody, Jalen Farmer, that's going to be 142. Because
all right, so
less than 21.
What I missed?
Easton, are you back? Can you hear?
I can.
All right, so Dan Graziano added some context for some of these ACL guys.
All right.
He tweets, Jermad McCoy, the end of the second round is an important dividing line. Starting at pick 65, the only guaranteed money in a rookie contract is the signing bonus. Also, 65 is the first pick that gets a split salary, i.e., one number for weeks he's on the 53-man roster and a lower number for those when he isn't. McCoy's knee injury is clearly the reason for his fall, and starting in round 3, it may be easier for teams to take the risk. That is something that I did not know.
Oh, the guaranteed thing?
Or the split salary starting at the third round. I feel like most of the time the guys in the third round are kind of I kind of assumed they were fully like the other guys, just lower.
Easton, I also figured out who the Titans will be taking at 142.
Who?
It's Jalen Farmer.
It may very well be. Is he 21 years old?
Yep.
Perfect.
He's 21 and 8 months.
Lock it
Connor
in.
or Connor Liu, who is 20 and a half.
Too young.
Too young.
Jalen Farmer's a little old for our taste, but he's still in range.
Those are the only two guys I can find that are.
The Falcons just got the bestest boy, according to JT Runke. Your favorite player in the draft. Just went to the Falcons.
Who?
I don't want to tip picks.
Who's the bestest boy? I don't know what that means.
Use your phone, man.
Dominic Orange?
No.
I'm just trying to figure out what
I'm being facetious. It's a player you don't like.
Oh.
What?
Well, there's a couple of those in this class.
Sure.
Man, this is a
Oh, is it Zachariah Branch?
It is.
an actual
Honestly,
receiver.
that's a fit. That's a fit for the Falcons. I don't hate that.
Here's a next gen stat for you. Titans second round 60th overall pick, Anthony Hill Jr. from Texas. One of next gen stats top day 2 sleepers, according, I guess, to the algorithm. Hill brings one of the most intriguing athletic profiles in this year's linebacker class. A 4.5 140, 37-inch vert, and a 10.5 broad. His 86 athleticism score ranked second amongst linebackers, behind only Sonny Styles.
Yeah, he's a good athlete.
Awesome. Can he cover east to west?
Robert Saleh says, don't you worry about that.
He just needs to go
Don't worry about it.
hash to hash.
Don't worry about
Don't worry about it,
Hook
baby.
to hook. That's all he needs to do.
All right. I listen.
The flats,
I will trust
Anthony,
him.
Don't even be thinking about those. Hook
I
to
will.
hook,
I
baby.
will trust him. I'll trust him there. Sure.
Anthony Hill's a drumstick guy. Don't worry about the flats.
Big music guy over here, JT.
I
Did
know.
we go to music
Isn't that
school or did
crazy?
he do?
I only went for a month, so
You're a man who knows what
Anyways.
he wants. Took me 2 years
Yep.
to figure it out.
Can McAfee just
so
say
hold on.
already?
Here's the question.
McAfee's up there?
Yes.
Oh,
What
just
is
settle in.
the-
It's going to be a while. In Pittsburgh?
Just
What
annoying.
is if I had to give you do a pie chart?
do the
Ethan,
draft.
which is just
Do
not
the
a
draft.
pie chart. It's
Sorry,
not a
what?
pie chart, but I guess just odds. The
On
odds that
position?
no, the odds that right now that Kevin Zeitler is a Titan again. I'd put you on the spot.
AJ Halsey to the Colts at 78.
I like AJ Hall.
He did all that for AJ Halsey?
He did it for Bobby Okereke in 2019. That was the
Okay.
first time he did it all.
I like AJ Halsey.
I don't hate AJ Halsey. It's just funny that that's the guy he was trying to get.
He's a
people
ball
hyped up for.
hawk.
Are they going to make AJ Hawk jerseys jokes in with AJ Halsey?
I'm sure they
Probably.
are. The odds. I mean, what I'm sitting here thinking about is which side of the 50% line am I going to go on? Because the number was well below 50% in my eyes coming into the weekend, with the weekend really being the determining factor, obviously. And it sure is creeping up back to the, back into the yellow, if we're on a green, yellow, red scale here. So I'm still going to say 44% less likely than not. But that number has definitely crept up with them unless things are changing.
So
Not-
56
not
no,
taking another
44
player.
yes.
Yes, a 44% chance that he is back.
Okay.
And that might be generous. I mean, it seems, I don't know. Bottom line is, he told me point blank at the end of the year, I'm not done playing. So if he's not here, it's somewhere, and he's not signed. So he's somebody's going to sign him. Unless he's had a dramatic change of heart in the past couple of months, which, I don't know. I've not spoken to him. But I think the Titans came into this class with, listen, we I don't have to report it. We heard Aaron Wilson from Houston this morning report. Would you call it a report, Austin? He tweeted it like a fact, so I'm assuming it's a report. Or, no, he said, I heard, I guess is what he said.
He heard from a source.
Let
is
me,
what he said.
I don't want to misquote the guy. Let me.
No,
pull
he
up
said
the
I
tweet.
heard from a source.
Okay, he heard from a source. So whatever you want to lean into that with, that the Texans, who he primarily covers, jumped up to, what they go to, 29, 28?
20. They
6,
traded with the
26.
Bills. They went to
26.
26. They traded
Okay,
up
to
with the
26.
Bills.
The Texans moved up to 26 in the first to land Georgia Tech guard Keelan Rutledge because they had it on decent authority that another AFC South team was potentially going to do the same thing. And I think that was the Titans. I feel pretty. Actually,
It would be-
I don't even think that's the Titans. I
Yeah, you
believe
know it.
that's the Titans.
Yeah, there's because
It would
no
be
other
insane for the other
Ja-
teams to do
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Jags and Colts were nowhere near
Nowhere
the
near.
range.
Bottom line, I believe in my heart pretty strongly that the Titans were going to go up for Keelan Rutledge and the Texans jumped them for him. So I bring that up. All of that is to say, I think the Titans came into this weekend with designs planned on getting offensive line help. They may still very well address that in some form or fashion. And then we'll have to debate like how helpful is this with the 142nd guy or whatever. But I don't think that they had ruled out adding veteran. Actually, I know that they had not ruled out adding veteran help to either of those positions, depending on what they did in the draft. And so right now it's shaping up for them to kind of have to go back to that expensive, older veteran Band-Aid option, which is what Kevin Zeitler is at this point.
You know that clip? Who's the comedian that Theo, the comedian that is like a big Vanderbilt fan? Theo Vaughn. You know the clip of Theo Vaughn and the Rizzler? And the Rizzler's like, I tried a strategy. I try a strategy and then it didn't work. That's like the Titans now twice with trying to fix their interior offensive line.
No, that's a good reference. I get what you're saying.
I tried a strategy
and it did not work.
It didn't work.
Well, sometimes that happens when you try a strategy.
All right.
Another wide receiver I hate, Jacoby Lane to the Ravens.
Yeah, I was going to mention that.
That's a grimy Ravens pick, isn't it?
Yeah,
Elks, Big Team Jeff jumps over to say a super chat to get more attention from us because we're not paying attention to the chat apparently. Falcons drafted Zachariah Branch just to make sure he can make his court date. What a thoughtful thing to do.
All right.
Boom. Zachariah Branch, the first person to get a citation and have his draft stock improve because it was stupid as hell.
It was a dumb.
I agree.
Not by Zachariah Branch.
Right.
Are we just reacting to the draft now? Do we have anything else to?
Well, there was a couple things I was going to go to.
Okay.
Did we have these other super chats? I don't think we have. I think we've missed a couple.
Uh-oh.
Well, let's get to them.
Jack had insert O-line pick comped to NPF/Panda Wilson.
It's another good one.
Yeah.
It's another good
Coach Zach says, join late. Does Hill mean the end of Barton, or do they keep all three? I still like James Williams upside as a depth piece, and the Gray's linebacker 1. So, I think somebody else came in here a couple minutes ago and said, hey, guys, just jumping in. Let's see, where did that comment go? Chandler. Hey, fellas, just jumping in here. What do you guys summarize your thoughts on Hill? So, now that I saw Coach Zach's comment there, JT hates Anthony Hill Jr.
Yep, that's exactly what I said.
No, but for real, Anthony Hill Jr. is a really good athlete. He was a 5-star recruit in the same recruiting class as Carnell, Tate, and Keldric Faulk, and the highest of the three. Carnell Tate a 5-star, Faulk was a 4-star, pretty high 4-star. But great athlete, explosive, powerful, all this. He has holes in his game. He gets fooled by some quarterback eyes in zone coverage. He can blitz pretty strong. And I think where you say, I know Gray is linebacker 1, I think the biggest thing that we think we learned at this point with the linebacker draft pick of Anthony Hill, we had been operating under the idea that Cedric Gray would be the Mike of the future. And they'd be looking for the will linebacker for Robert Saleh's defense. Instead, with Anthony Hill, it feels like Hill is the Mike linebacker, and Cedric Gray would be the will linebacker in Saleh's defense.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where the will linebacker, and Easton, maybe you can do this in a quicker. I'll just say this, and you tell me if I'm right. The will linebacker in Robert Saleh's defense is typically the rangier one who can cover more ground. The Mike linebacker is the green dot guy, but he is more down the center of the field, hash to hash, hook to hook, as they call it.
Yeah, that's a fine generalization. I also want to say, by the way, I meant to bring this up earlier, and you just reminded me. I saw some folks when we were talking about that being like, oh, Cody Barton, pack your bags. And I get it. But no. I don't think that adding Anthony Hill at the 60th overall pick is launching him to linebacker 1 status. No. I think that he'll have to really earn that this summer, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's not like the starter yet in week 1 or week 4, or like Cedric Gray was drafted 1 round later than Anthony Hill, and it took him a whole year to be a guy that anybody cared anything about. Now injuries became a part of that, obviously, and delayed that. But
guys, Albert Regis went 81 to the Jags.
What does he do?
He played defensive line at Texas A&M. So the Jags have drafted Texas A&M D tackle Albert Regis at 81, where we had him at 214, and they drafted at Texas A&M tight end Nate Bodekircher. With that guy at 56, and he was like 186.
Hey, rock and
the
roll.
Jags, man, are just living in Aggieland. They're going gig 'em all day long. Drafting
they saw
guys,
those guys
2 rounds,
in those white overalls, and they said, "That's what we want to be."
Yell practice is coming to Duval. Oh my God! Could you imagine Liam Cohen doing yell practice?
I can. That's what makes it funny.
That is exactly what went into my brain. That
I like that. I like it a
Duval. I don't even know how to I don't even know how to imitate.
Aggies.
Woo woo. I don't even know how to do it. I can't even mimic them to make fun of it enough.
Bobby says they went to one pro day and that was enough.
You know what?
The Jags don't go to anything. They don't host anyone. They don't meet with anyone. They don't go to anything. So the Jags they're just picking names they like. Oh, Borkircher. That's a fun one to have to make people say. Let's get that guy. Duval.
That's crazy, man.
If you guys want a life update for me, the Mets somehow lost to the Rockies tonight, and the Lightning just lost in overtime once again. So I'm having.
Is that 3 straight overtimes in the Lightning series?
Yeah. It's an awesome night for me. I'm having
win in regulation
blast.
Challenge impossible. Adam, I agree. I don't think Will Levis will be traded here in this draft. We've been talking
Jack,
about that.
That is a wild. The
quarterbacks are going too fast.
Quarter?
Yeah, for Will Levis to be traded.
Oh, I see.
True.
Teams are actually drafting the quarterbacks that aren't good.
Well, it's a good class. What are you supposed to do?
I was about to say. So apparently, and I haven't fact checked this, but my Cowboys friend.
All right.
I don't know what you said.
I called it a good quarterback class.
I just assume you're being facetious.
What did Ryan just send us?
Oh God, Mike Greenberg. ESPN's Mike Greenberg thinks one of those guys who thinks Denzel Boston is David Boston's son.
Oh
They're
no!
Just not. They just both Boston last names who are bigger body guys that played receiver.
Oh no! Somebody gave him some bad info, man.
I've heard a lot of people do that.
I know McShay got his name mixed up with him. Is Chris Brazzell really still out here?
Yes, but hey. Caleb Douglas is gone.
Yep.
Nate Borkircher's gone.
I'm not going to fact check this. I think there's 100 because the Titans would be picking at 101.
Yeah, where are we at is what I mean.
82.
82.
I don't know if this is correct.
Ooh, this is a fun pick. 82.
Ooh, big orange.
Oh, nice.
Big citrus, whatever. They
JT
literally
gave up on
just
the tipping
went.
like 20 minutes ago.
Do you want me to show you my
your TV,
three?
No, your TV ahead of mine. I knew that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even have a TV up in front of me. I'm just with y'all.
You're just vibing.
Anyways, I don't know if this is true, but I'm going to run with it because my Cowboys friend told me that the George Pickens trade is officially official. That the Steelers traded George Pickens for Drew Aller. That's what they reaped from the George Pickens trade.
I mean, at this point, a 3rd round pick in this draft is worth nothing. This is wild, guys. Like
clearly it was worth a early 4th, mid 5th, and a 2027 4th for the Giants to come up 25 spots to take Malachi Fields.
Yep. I also can't wait for us to get the results in for all of the picks in the Austin Stanley Appreciation Zone, which we need to clearly define, by the way.
Where does my appreciation zone start?
It seems to start at 101.
Round 3. I've always said more day.
I don't need always. I need last night. What last night were you whining about in particular?
Oh, I capped it at like 120. I think 120 was
like 101 to 120 is.
No, it started earlier than that. It was it was like 66 to 120. Okay. It's that's
once we get the totality of that in, and we look at
basically
how many names.
the 3rd round and the top half of the 4th.
Gotcha. Well, so far
that's my range.
we're off to an awfully unappreciative.
No, there's gonna be a lot of good players that go there, and the Titans won't be able to get them.
You say that we're already 20 picks deep into your appreciation zone.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of players you've never heard of.
Chris Brazzell to the Panthers.
That's a Panthers pick. That tracks.
No, but look at this. Like, we're 20 players into my appreciation zone, and Jermod McCoy, Chris Bell, Pregnon, Lou, Halton, Dunker, Abney, Hurst, Kamari Ramsey, Julian Neal, DDS, Keontae Scott.
I'll say this, bro. If
Pregnon is going to be at 142 at this point.
And then
Will Lee, Josh Josephs, Jalen Farmer, Devin Moore, Skylar Bell. Skylar Bell's having a party in downtown Nashville for this, and it's not going to happen for him, I don't think.
Oh, that's tough.
Based on this.
Yikes.
Sam Hecht, Jayshon Barham, Kyle Lewis, Bryce Lance.
That's not true. If that Texas Tech wide receiver can go 75, anything can happen.
I feel like it's more likely for a receiver.
Bam Adebayo scored 83. Anything can happen at this point.
Catching up with me. What was I going to say? Oh. So how many picks are we away from the Titans picking again? Like 50 something?
Lots.
55?
57.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, right. Yeah.
I'll say this much, man. Unless Chris Bell just doesn't ever play NFL football, which I don't know his medicals, who knows? If he ever plays NFL football at like back to 100% capacity in terms of his knee, whoever drafts him is getting an outrageous steal. An outrageous steal. And I want the Titans to double down and go get him.
The Panthers with Freeling, Lee Hunter, and Chris Brazzell. Pretty good.
Sam Phelan was desperately hoping for Gabe Akis to fall to the Bears, but the Patriots jumped up.
Of course.
Now he's mad.
But I mean, I named a lot of players that are still there.
You could have kept going.
I could have kept. I'll pick up where I left off. Malik Muhammad, Dalen Everett.
No, that was not an invitation. Please, for the love of God.
Cage Casey, Caleb Proctor, Charles Dennings.
I'm going to leave the show.
Trey Zune, Jalen Kilgore.
Okay, bye. See y'all tomorrow.
You like Hezekiah Massis, right?
Say that again.
I know.
Hezekiah Massis.
That one.
Hezekiah Massis?
I didn't say his last name. I said his last
wrong
name.
Emphasis on the syllable?
Yeah. Ephesians Brysock. Live. Michael Taft.
What? Wait, this is just popping back to my brain, JT. Don't those two go by Zeke and Effie? Based on our combine name tags situation?
Yes.
They lost all their aura. They were dead to me as of late February because Hezekiah went by Zeke and Ephesians went by Effie.
Yeah, you can't.
And I respect their decision to be called what they want to be called, but the aura check is not great.
You can't be FEP.
Do you guys remember the Vel Reese saga?
Yeah. Vel Reese, oh brother, that was stock down. That's why he didn't go 2. I've always said that he would have gone 2 if it weren't for the whole Effie thing.
That is true. That is true.
Excuse me.
There's
honestly, we gotta shout out the chat here. We have over 350 people still with us. We're just yapping away.
What are y'all doing? I'm not even sure why.
Like the show. Hit the like button.
Shout out to Win the Nation. Shout out to Pontoon Saloon. This is a good deal though, because Pontoon Saloon to take a boat ride to downtown, especially you can use the code DRAFT for 10% off through CMA Fest. So don't pay like downtown parking for CMA Fest is going to be a racket. Already is. But check them out. PontoonSaloonTN.com, code DRAFT for 10% off. You should do that right there. So here in the third round, pick what? 80.
The Browns 84. Have traded up and they are on the clock.
At 84?
I would assume so.
Bobby Lee, FEP is crazy.
Yeah,
I'm just coming up. I mean, it's not as late as I feel like it is. Oh, and the commercial break happened, and
the Browns traded 105, 145, and 206 to move up however many spots they moved.
105 to what? to 86. So about a 19.
84.
Well, no, I think they're trading with the Chargers.
Oh, the Browns. Yeah. Okay. I feel like the best round in this draft is going to be the 5th round.
The 5th round?
Yeah, there's going to be so much talent in the 5th round.
If this is the way it keeps
You say
going,
that. No one wants them. What does that tell you, Austin?
No, I think
something's wrong with them.
No, the
all of these guys. You've seen that meme where it's the record player, like the suitcase record player on the street, and someone's put a handwritten sign on there that says, "Does not work. Could be fun to fix." That's where we're at right now.
Yeah, but you're paying now. Your 5th round contracts are nothing.
Yeah, but my
hey,
point is,
Ted Hurst to the Buccaneers.
I thought you were going to say the Browns, and I was going to be like, no, they're taking so many good players and ruining them. Their wide receiver core is awesome, and it's not going to matter.
Also, Daniel says, JT, you got to go listen to the phone call when Borgonzi called Anthony Hill. Kid is awesome. I'm sure he is.
Let's listen to it now. No one's stopping us.
Yeah,
I'll pull it up.
Ted Hurst, the Mike Evans replacement.
They traded up for what?
Borgonzi with the Titans. Hey, Anthony, it's Mike Borgonzi with the Titans.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Are you ready to be a Titan?
I'm ready, man. Let's do it.
All right,
Let's
man.
do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it, man.
Let's do it,
Are you
man.
home right now?
I'm at the event with the family.
Awesome, man. Well, hey, enjoy it. I'm gonna put you on the phone here with our owner, Miss Amy. Okay?
I got you.
Hey, Anthony.
How you doing?
Good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
You're welcome, and welcome to Tennessee. We're so excited to have you here.
Man, I'm excited to be there.
Fantastic. We love to hear that. Well, I'm going to pass you on to Coach Soller right now.
Yep.
Look forward to seeing you.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Anthony, what's up, dog?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Congratulations, brother.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Hey, you ready to run and hit?
I'm ready, man. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Everything we talked about, man. Bring all that juice, bring all your energy, man. We're going to have some fun with this, all right?
I'm ready, man. I'm ready to have some fun.
All right, I'm going to give you on to our D coordinator, Gus Bradley. 1 second. What's up, big man? You should have never left.
What's up?
Huh?
I'm
He
happy
sounds
to
like
talk to
that.
you again. What's up?
I told you we'd be talking, huh? That is great.
Yeah, you told me.
Interesting.
Hey,
Pro
we're
day,
fired
man.
up,
Oh, yeah,
man. How soon can he get here?
How soon can I get here? How fast y'all need me?
No, you celebrate, man. This is your time. But we're so happy for you, man. Congratulations.
I'm excited to be there, man. Thank you.
Okay, we'll see you soon.
All right, man.
Okay, take care.
That's funny. Gus Bradley. Curtis asked who's that. The last one was Gus Bradley. And did he call Miss Amy yes, sir? No, yes, sir. She's like, yes, sir.
I mean,
Like
technically he did, but it obviously was him.
but
just,
that's not
yeah.
how. Yeah,
No.
It's like when Sean McVay was like, yeah, no. Like when he said, yeah, no. That's not what he was saying. No, he wasn't saying no.
No, I know it's funny on a transcript.
Right. Yeah, no. So it's
Yeah, no. So
It's
let's
a
make history,
transition
coach.
phrase.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
my-
no.
Guys,
Yeah, no.
guys.
What?
Dalen Everett.
Andrew Filipponi on August 16th, 2025, tweeted out a picture of the NFL draft sign that said 250 days away and tweeted, if the Steelers draft Drew Aller in 250 days, I think I'll quit my job. Oh my God.
We win.
We win. We win.
Well, the Steelers
Wow.
just drafted Dalen Everett.
Dalen
at
Everett.
85.
Hell yeah.
So, hey, there's another one of my what do we call my area? What do we call it?
The Austin Stanley Appreciation Zone.
The appreciation zone. Yeah. Oh man. The appreciation zone. Oh, good call. Good call, Jack. Well, it was day 251 because yesterday was 250.
True.
So
True.
guy gets to
That's
save his
fair.
job. So you
Good
should reply to
point.
that
Clearly
tweet.
he meant as a first round pick.
That's a big difference. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go. Anthony Hill jacked up.
He's got like a
I would
real
expect
wholesome
him to
vibe
be.
to him. I kind of liked the vibe.
Yeah. Somebody say
Seemed like a
something
guy
like
that was-
happy
We're
We're
puppies.
back on the We're back to the offensive line here as the Browns take Austin Barber at 86.
Austin Barber. Let's see how far I have to scroll for this one.
JT, your tweet's very funny.
You should retweet it. It's very
I just
funny.
did. It's good.
Thank you.
Austin
I
Barber.
told you I was going to do it.
154. He's outside the Austin Stanley Appreciation Zone. The ASAZ. Thank you for that acronym, Daniel Kirby.
To JT's fantasy football corner point, Hayden Winks at Underdog makes it an important note here. He said, we all thought this was a terrible rookie class for fantasy football before the Jets and Browns took all the good players.
Yeah.
True. Listen.
Guys, for those of you that don't know, JT's been in various states of disarray for the past 48 hours because he, in our fantasy football dynasty draft of note, pushed all his chips in on this year's rookie class.
That's
which was
not
the least
true.
ball nowhere thing he could do.
That's not true. Would you consider having 3 2027 first round picks and 4 2027 seconds as
You
going
guys
all
are
in on this
losing people so fast.
Well, we were talking about nothing for the last 20 minutes, Austin. So
It was more entertaining than somebody else's fantasy football league.
it's not somebody else's; it's ours.
No,
We
to
care
all
about
of them, it's somebody else's fantasy league.
Dalen
Yeah.
asks, "What's wrong with Pregnon?" Our answer is,
draft? I don't know.
I mean, can we dig? Like, what's going on in the Beast? What's Ryan Roberts up to? We need it. Why haven't we been getting Ryan Roberts digging stuff?
"He's your employee."
Fair.
The
Enough.
Dolphins
Every
take
time
Will
Austin asks
Cap-
something, I just
Cam-
like to be like, "I don't know.
Kaczmarek?
You're who runs this place."
Yeah.
Will Kaczmarek goes to the
Kaczmarek,
Dolphins.
nice try.
Oh.
Kaczmarek.
That's
What does he do?
he's the super blocking tight end from Ohio State. That's the one where on stock
The other
exchanges,
Ohio
sense.
State tight end.
stock
yeah.
exchanges charity stream, Connor Rogers had Kazmarek at 101. I was like, what the
I was about to say we thought that was crazy high. No, my friend, he wasn't going to be available. there.
7? Because Will Kazmarek. Now let me scroll. Watch me do this scroll.
Tippy says y'all should do a group shot to ease the tension. Last night, a good fan of ours got us some tequila shots, and Austin passed on it, which was so crazy.
I think Will Kazmarek is the lowest player
Not
on
even
the
gonna-
board. 302.
On the A to Z board.
Yeah, 302. By the way,
302, breaking the threes.
I
How many
asked-
players are in the threes? How far does our board go?
deep, man. Like,
To fours?
well, I will tell you the highest.
Where's Easton on our board?
the fives.
I see a 451.
Nice.
You know where I'd
Wow.
be.
I
Higher
asked
than
Ryan.
you.
I asked Ryan a question, and I think I jinxed it.
Damn.
Right now it's
No.
going
Ah,
Tough scene. To who?
the Jags.
Yeah,
Ugh.
88.
88. Wow, what a fall.
Yeah, what I was saying though is that if you're going in the fives, I'm at least going ahead of you.
452.
So
Everyone
You-
knows in the
oh,
late round speed
this is
doesn't
fun.
matter even on lick. It's about
This
I
is
think
special
it
fun.
does.
teams
I think
ability.
athletic. I think
It's about special teams ability.
This might be the most disrespectful thing.
The
there
most.
there are 452 players on our big board. The 450 and 451 are kickers. 452 is not a kicker.
Okay.
Logan Diggs, running back from Ole Miss,
Dang.
what does he
is
do?
the last. He is behind Burt Auburn, who's the kicker for Miami, and Dominic Zvada, the kicker for Michigan.
You know what?
Everyone's
I'm
pointing
setting.
out
I'm
where
setting.
I'm at on the big board, and I'll admit it's not very high, but at least my name's not upside down like JT's for character concerns. You know,
What my character concerns? What does that mean?
I'm
can't
at
be
the
trusted off the
bottom.
field.
What that
I'm
means?
scrolling
Can't
to
be
see
What
trusted.
does that mean?
the lowest name that I recognize.
Gonna sleep through his alarm, and then his phone's not gonna work on the morning calls. That's what his tag's upside down for.
Squirrel White, 408.
Squirrel.
No, I'm
Isn't
sorry.
he- isn't he a
Tommy Castellanos, Florida State quarterback, 410. But yeah, Squirrel White, former Vol receiver, went to Florida State, and Tommy Castellanos, former Boston College quarterback, went to Florida State.
All right.
Still
Hey, for
beat
those of you
Bama,
that are
then.
still with us in the audience, we appreciate it. Like the show, subscribe,
Yes.
share the show.
Yes.
Give us one quick moment to huddle up as a team Austin, JT, what's our plan here? How long are we going to be here? Like, what's going on exactly?
I'm in a state of depressive despair after all of my teams lost. So
see, here's the problem with you. You have too many teams. So if you have less
I have-
teams, you have
I
He has
have
less.
one in
three.
each sport. What do you mean?
You have
Is
three
less-
teams.
You have less.
that you're not allowed to have one team per sport?
No, because I'm including your fantasy team that you're so infatuated with.
Oh,
Because
Oh, well, then
all
I
of
have
these-
like
well,
19.
then there's a softball
you have
team.
too many
And then I have
things
softball.
that disappoint you because you have too many teams. Your
Story
teams
of my
will
life.
always disappoint you. So if you just limit that, there's less disappointment.
Just
Then
be
it-
a
that-
Yankees, Cowboys, Lakers fan, dude.
Y'all are dragging? Yeah. I don't know how much sleep you guys got.
Could have
last
sent
night.
that an hour ago. It would have been true. What are you talking about?
I bet
dude?
you could count the hours of sleep that we had combined on my two hands.
I've
Yeah,
had
it
more
was rough.
Celsius in the last 48 hours than I've ever had in a 48-hour period. That's a fact, and I'm not proud of it. My body feels weird, like not healthy.
Let's play trivia. I think we should
Yeah,
play.
let's do trivia. What's today's trivia?
CJ says, but he imagines JT's teams all win. But imagine when JT's teams all win. Oh yeah,
When
I
when the
will-
Mets will be good again.
Oh, shut
So
up.
what's the plan
Oh,
for
shut up.
tomorrow? Not having a show, that's for sure.
NFL legendary dual threat college quarterback Pat White played only
Hold
13
on, hold
games.
on.
and
You pulled it up.
threw no complete passes after this AFC team took
Hold
him
on.
in round 2.
Your
of the
screen
09
hasn't
draft.
shown up yet.
It has on my side.
Now it has.
Now it's gone.
That's because we both shared our screen at the same time.
Oh, well, we're burning time here. Hang on. How about now?
Yeah, we're good.
Legendary dual threat quarterback Pat White played only 13 games
Dolphins.
and threw no complete passes. Thank
Dolphins.
you. I didn't know that one, to be honest.
It's because you're too young.
It's true. I was 9. Stockton and Santa Ana are both cities with over 250,000 people that resides in this U.S. state.
Santa Ana.
Stockton, California, right? Santa Ana, California.
Santa Ana,
sounds
California
right.
sounds right.
Yeah. And then Pregnon did go 88 right there.
Good for Pregnon.
That's unfortunate.
Known by some for playing premier movie theater manager Helen on Drake and Josh, Yvette Nicole Brown was a major character on this sitcom
That's
that ran on-
Community,
Community,
right?
good point. Yep, it is.
So by the way, the 3 best players left are all ACL guys.
Funny how that works. Centering on a family in the Montana wilderness dealing with war, love, and tragedy in the early 20th century, Brad Pitt and Anthony Hopkins starred in this 94 film. Early Brad Pitt. Baby Brad Pitt. I don't know this one.
No.
Chat, where you at?
Legends of the
Legends of
Fall,
the Fall.
says Ann.
Okay.
Tell me
Alrighty.
about football.
The Bears took Xavier Thomas.
Good for them. This Swedish singer-songwriter is most known for her 2010s hits, Habits, Stay High, and Talking Body. Tove Love.
Tuvlo.
Or is it Tove Lo?
Tuvlo.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought it was Tove Love. Whoops.
Xavier
Founded
Thomas, the 273rd player, went 89.
I love the updates in the middle of this. Founded in New Haven in 1927, this pre-packaged bagel brand was the market share leader for many
Ooh.
years until getting
Is that-
surpassed by Thomas
Isn't that
and
like
Davis.
isn't it like a
Killer brand.
yellow package?
Wonder Bread?
Lender's Bagels?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, these
Okay.
lenders.
Well,
Yeah.
happy almost 100th anniversary to Lender's Bagels.
Well,
NHL,
they're
the 2012 Kings, JT Look Alive, journey to winning the Stanley Cup as an 8th seed began with an upset of this 1 seed in the first round. It's a tough one
It is a tough one.
because we were 12.
wait,
The
2012
Wild?
Kings. LA
It was
Kings.
the 1 seed in 2012.
2012. I paid attention to hockey then. Hold on.
It might have been the Wild. The
We're
Flyers
waking
are
up
not
Cell 1025
the
Austin. Stadium.
Flyers are
No,
not
this was
in
never mind.
the
This was
West.
before I did hockey stuff. This is a year too early. I started the hockey stuff in 2013.
Not Flyers.
It's not the Penguins either. It's in the Ducks. That makes
Ducks.
sense.
Yeah, the Ducks were good then.
Anaheim. Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
dang.
This
Bustin'
Mariners
Diamond.
Okay. This Mariners center fielder unanimously won Rookie of the Year in 2020, but injuries derailed his career, and he hasn't played
Sharks.
a major league game
No.
since 2023.
2022.
He hasn't played
West.
a game
Unanimous
since
Rookie of the Year in 2020.
Vancouver.
Dog. If he was not playing since 2020, I don't remember. It's not J-Rod.
2012 playoffs.
You'd think we'd remember a unanimous Rookie of the Year, but
Kyle Lewis.
Chicago.
Kyle Lewis, yeah.
Chicago.
It could have been Chicago.
Blackhawks.
Kyle Lewis.
No.
on draft night
What
is
the hell? No.
Adam
Hey,
Bell.
what are you doing?
We're still going.
Oh, I thought Kyle Lewis got drafted.
No,
no.
The answer to this was baseball Kyle Lewis.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kalen
Kalen Black goes to the 49ers.
This is Kevin
Whatever.
Spacey and
192.
Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt, yeah.
I'm sorry, Kalen Black's going before Mike Washington. What are we doing?
Really?
What are we doing?
Wow. Okay,
Kalen
who was
Black
this?
went 90.
Who's
I
fine?
think I think we want
Blackhawks.
Blackhawks.
I think so.
I don't know, man.
No.
Nope.
Who was
Man,
it?
Nobody got that one.
Ah.
No one got Kyle Lewis either. Vancouver
Canucks.
Canucks.
Yeah.
The damn Nucks.
I don't understand
Average.
this draft at all.
No one does. It's an enigma wrapped in a ham sandwich.
This
Is interesting.
they're going to be really good players because we don't think like Kamari Ramsey's a good football player, right?
I think so.
Mhm.
I gave him a late second round grade.
I understand if Jamal McCoy, Chris Bell, Connor Lew are falling because they have ACLs. I get it. But it was not that long ago where Jennings Dunker stole the show. I understand it was the combine, and we all think he's a guard, but still,
Remember when we saw Jennings
Oh yeah, I
Dunker
forgot
and
Dunker's on the board.
Dave's-
That's funny.
like Julian
we
Neal.
saw-
Is there something wrong with Julian Neal?
No, this is the range we thought. We thought he'd be around at 101, potentially.
Yeah,
Late
like
third, early fourth.
rarely.
I thought both Julian Neal and Devin Moore would both.
Do you want to go
return guys.
through? You want to go through because I have the toggle where you can put the all players, even the ones that have been drafted, like visible.
Sure.
You just want to scroll through it and like I can share my screen and we can just look at the random guys
Just
that
kind
have
of
gone.
gander at the board? Sure. why
Yeah,
not?
yeah. So I'll share my screen if here we go. All right. Let me know when it pops up.
Oh yeah, wait. Also, Kalen Black going before Mike Washington and also Jonah Coleman is kind of
Crazy.
nuts.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I
that's
guess
kind of crazy.
Is that too tight? Probably too tight.
Loosen
All
that
right.
up.
Yeah. Is that better?
Yeah.
I like that. I want the chat to be able to see it if they're on their phone. All right. So scrolling, boom. Jamal McCoy. All right. Then there's just Gap, Chris Bell, Connor Lew, Halton, Dunker, Abney. Then we're in this range where we're at 90, right? So the 70s, 80s, more guys are here. This group, this is the Austin Stanley appreciation zone right here. Look at all these guys right here in my zone. That's my zone right there.
He's so proud
Literally.
of his zone.
They're
man.
right there. They're all there. And then these guys are still here. But just keep look at all the picks. 154. These guys should still be there, but we're gonna keep passing some what? Why? Albert, we're in the 200s. 200s. Boom. 273. 302. I think it's the last one. Yeah, that's the last one. That's in that it just doesn't make sense.
I feel like from the beginning, this draft class has not made sense. I feel like
But it did get fun though.
it did get fun, and now we've got cold water splashing on our face here, being like, whatever, like it's a shock. I mean, if real talk, if we want to kind of do some hindsight, I kind of like the Anthony Hill pick now, based on the rest, based on how the draft has gone. Like the hindsight with these guys going, it's kind of better. I would rather have that than freaking the wide receiver out of Texas Tech at 75.
You know what's funny,
That's
Easton,
so
is
crazy.
I said that
told you I'll
about
be-
I said that about Carnell Tate, but when Ty Simpson went 13th to the
Trey
Rams,
Zune off the board.
oh, so that
The
I'm about to
Austin
start-
Stanley Appreciation Zone.
I'm about to start eating on this.
So
Stream.
you guys get to
Another straw man
see-
from Austin,
so
by the way.
so
He's
now
gonna
that-
say, "See, I told you guys the good players would go in that range." When neither of us ever said that they wouldn't.
No. I was gonna say now you guys get to see what I've been doing. I've been playing this game. How many scrolls does it take to get to the player that this team just drafted? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It's like counting how far away from the storm you are. Like how many seconds after.
I was
the
gonna
lightning
say
from
how many
thunder.
licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop,
The world, may
but it's
never know.
always been more than 3.
Jack just gave me permission to eat, but y'all don't want to see me.
Well, I
eat
mean,
this.
depends on what you have to eat.
It's a pub sub, and it's delicious.
Yeah.
It's in my fridge downstairs, and I can't wait to consume it.
Jay Sean Barham off the board.
That
Appropriate
makes
range.
sense. Jay Sean
Appropriate
Barham.
range.
1, 2.
Let's just
3.
start grading. Hey, instant grades for picks. Jay
At
Sean
this
Barham
point-
pick
A+.
what? 90.
Jay Sean
A
Barham
plus.
at 92, where he is 90. That is an A triple plus.
Triple?
Because-
No. For who? What team just drafted him?
The Cowboys.
I'd say that's an A- pick for the Cowboys. I think that's a good pick.
I mean, I'm
If-
saying based on what other teams have been
You're doing
doing,
pure value. No, I get it.
I'm actually
based
not, I'm
on
just trying to make
Kalen
this
Black
point.
going 90. That's 100 out of 100.
I'm just building article templates for tomorrow because I don't want to do it tomorrow. That's what
If
I'm up
the,
to,
if the
if
if
anyone's
the
wondering.
player is between pick 60 and pick 120 on the board, I'm giving it an A+ here.
Because because
The
they're
range is so
yes.
crazy,
Yes, I'm giving it an A+. Awesome.
which is that's my zone. So you're saying my zone is getting A pluses? Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, now based on this board, yes.
Based on being in my zone. Yes.
That pause. Okay. And don't clip that, chat. Don't clip that.
No. Jay Sean Barham to the Cowboys, the Rams. Okay. Easton, are you working when you're supposed to be working? Yeah, that's fine. Ooh, ow. Kicked my
I sent a
desk.
tweet to Austin and JT.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
earlier.
lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm also working. I'm doing Bucks 2 Rivers article or reel right now.
No, it's great. See, you guys are multitasking, and I'm managing. I'm working too.
Man. No, that is a sum up what Austin does
That was a
around
joke.
here. I don't know what
no,
else.
No.
I sent a tweet to them earlier. I'm trying to find it. It was like, oh hell, what now? Me whenever I'm asked to do something at work that I'm required to do.
Yeah,
What is it now, guys?
but I feel like every time I call Easton, he answers the phone like, he's like, what?
Yeah, because
Especially
you
the
call me
last-
9 times a day.
Yeah, checking on, see what you're doing.
So I try to get down to brass tacks, skip the formalities. I say, what do you need? Hello.
No, usually you're expecting some latest findings on Diana Rossini and Mike.
Well,
Vrabel.
you're
I
right.
feel
This
like
week things have gotten chippy between us. This is true. I
We're
hung
an
up on
hour.
you. I
We're
hung
an
up on
hour
you earlier
3
this week.
now, talking about the Diana Rossini updates.
Yeah, now's the time for you to get all that off your chest. We can bury
True.
it in hour 3.
Speaking of, all right, Thomas says, what holes do we need to fill and who going forward?
Did you just say speaking of?
What?
That was crazy.
I was just
You know what
talking
you
about the draft.
You know what you did.
Austin.
I was talking about the draft. What holes the Titans need to fill and who would be there going forward? On the draft. Speaking of the draft, it's happening. It's what we're doing right now. Is the Rams pick at 93.
Everyone sees you.
Keegan Trost, 93.
That's a name I'd heard of.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Where is
but
he?
How
I know
many
he's a
scrolls
lineman.
does it take?
That's it.
Trost.
I know nothing else.
Trost.
He's an interior offensive lineman.
Still going.
I'm pretty sure.
Somebody
I don't
stop
thi-
me if
I
you
think
see
he's
an open
interior.
parking spot.
They have him listed as a offensive tackle.
Okay, so my bad. I thought it was in. I still think he's an
Have
interior
I
player.
passed Trost yet?
I have no
Do
idea.
I need to turn around?
Austin, I've not looked at your screen once while you've been scrolling, just so you know.
I passed it.
I haven't either.
I
Is
had
there?
to pass
There's
it.
a Austin. There's this
Is that a
great
search
feature
feature?
on the. There's a great feature on this A to Z Sports
No,
draft.
I know I can
simulator.
do this. I know.
It'll
I
tell
can,
you exactly what number though.
Yeah, but that's
173.
See, appropriate
Then you can-
value.
The Titans, I think. How many picks do they have left? 4, 5?
7, 6, 6. No, 5.
2
'cause they
5s.
They gave one
Yeah,
away.
5. If they come out with an interior offensive lineman, 2 corners, a defensive tackle, and Diego Pavia, I'd be pretty happy.
What hole is
Diego
Diego
Pavia?
Pavia filling?
Just vibes.
the vibes
earlier.
one.
Just the vibes.
What would be the worst team for Diego Pavia to get drafted by?
The Las Vegas Raiders
That's a good one.
True.
I also think Tampa
or the
would,
Miami Dolphins.
Tampa would be bad too.
He'd fit in Tampa.
Exactly. Deborah, no.
I almost put it on the screen.
What did Deborah say? Every time Austin calls me, this is what he begins with. Jerry
It's not
Springer
true.
time.
That is not true.
That's
not
what I
true.
hear in my head when he opens his mouth.
I do have some findings though.
Yeah, and you love to share them.
Off air. Why
Yeah,
is
like
Surratt
when you
still on the
call-
board? Thomas says, why is Surratt still on the board? Man,
Because
don't
he's
know.
not good.
Yeah,
but
because
he's
he is not good. Thank you.
but is Elijah Surratt better than oops, wrong button. Is he better?
Trost? Yeah.
Is he better than Caleb Douglas?
Yes, he is
Yes.
better than Caleb
Okay.
Douglas.
Is he better than
Yes.
Xavion Thomas?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. That's so why is he still on the board? I don't know. I know why Chris Bell's still there. I don't know about Elijah Surratt. Chris Bell.
Hang on, who I keep forgetting his name. What's the name of the A&M receiver that nobody knows?
It's in one ear, out the other.
I immediately lose
Something
it. What's
Thomas
also-
or Taylor. I
It's
don't
also
know.
Texas Tech.
Okay, sorry.
Not
What's his
A&M.
name again though?
Caleb Douglas.
Caleb. It's not memorable.
Caleb Douglas. I'm sure he's a nice guy.
Finally, Chris
there
Bell is
go-
off the board.
finally Chris Bell's off the
Gum
board.
it.
Chris Bell
Yeah.
to the Dolphins.
All right, now we're officially into the
See,
Austin Stanley
that
appreciation.
that makes sense because the Dolphins don't care about this year.
Can we look at
True,
the Dolphins
it does
board
make
real
sense
quick?
for them.
Like
Who do
just
they
what
have?
they've with their haul.
Yes.
I don't think you'd find that on our site.
Oh,
It's
can
not,
I?
Like, it's not totally new update, is it?
I don't know unless if they.
It's
I
not
don't
real
know
time.
what this.
Is ours real time?
No, he's been doing it manually the entire time.
Oh, you've been
Yeah, but
doing
I-
the whole draft?
Yeah. How do you even
Oh.
keep up with all this?
I thought you'd just been playing with your toys.
I mean, yes, but also doing it to keep up. What I don't
Like
know though,
unproductively.
I don't know if they traded. I know they took Bell and I know they took Kazmarek. I don't know if they actually are the ones that took if they actually picked the 75 or not.
Yes, they did.
Bell
They
was
did?
94, so
Yes, these are all correct picks.
So the team that drafted
I
Caleb
think.
Douglas also drafted Chris Bell.
that's
Correct.
crazy work.
Yeah, man. Ugh. I mean, at this point, we're staying on to the end of the draft. Right?
Until tomorrow?
No, the end of the round. Sorry. The draft tonight. Because it is just 7 picks. away.
Heyo. Eli Raridan to the Patriots.
Is that right?
It is.
All right.
That's a
Eli
nice-
Raridan
I just like
was-
I don't care as I see it. I'm gonna say it.
No,
Like,
that's
if
that's
people-
fine because I'm just it's having me keep up. Eli Raritan. Still scrolling. Eli Raritan. Jeez, 170. This is crazy. Tight ends. I guess if you wanted a tight end, it was either him or Jolie.
Justin Jolie. There's a bunch of day 3 tight ends.
Well, Michael Trigg is somebody that's not. He's probably not on.
I'm
board.
going
I
to
like
be
Tanner
surprised if
Cozio.
Michael
I think
Trigg.
Dallin Bentley's interesting. There's some interesting names on the board still.
Yeah. But Eli
Cincinnati
Raritan
legend
at
Joe Royer.
95. Eli Raritan, top 100 pick.
Well, based on how things have been going.
That's another thing. Okay.
Jordan Schultz has been, every time Jordan Schultz tweets out a pick and like quote tweets it, he says, blank fans are going to love insert name. Like he did the same thing with the LSU wide receiver as he did with Chris Bell. He's just like, they're going to love him. Sorry, I cut you off. What were you saying?
Who?
You.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Oh, I know what I was saying. Okay. I was saying a lot of times draft analysts will say, I had this guy in the top 100, right? How many top 100? How many guys that were flirting top 100 are still here and not the top 100?
Your question seems like it requires a lot of math that I don't like to do.
Yeah. Okay. How many,
Can you explain the question again?
being a top 100 player is kind of a checkpoint for a lot of draft analysts when they're doing their board, right?
Sure.
So what's the latest group of players that could be fringe top 100 on other boards that are still here? And how many guys are like top 100 / fringe top 100 that are not going to go top 100?
I mean, we have
50.
4 picks? Yeah. I mean, there's a lot.
So if I just count the ones here,
Kyle Lewis still there. Sam Hecht. Hey, if you're in line for Sam Hecht, stay in line.
Stay in line.
Stay in line.
I'm hungry.
29 top 100 players on the A to Z board have not gone in the top 95.
Can they all go in the next 5 picks?
No.
Can we start packaging guys together?
We're going to bundle these guys for the next 5 rounds.
It depends.
We're doing 5-for-1s for the next 5 picks.
Depends. Did Chris Bell and Jamal
Blue White
McCoy
special.
have different knee injuries, different sides?
Dude, if Jamal McCoy doesn't go in the top 100, man.
Bijan says that means your board is off, bro.
Dane Brugler had what's the guy's name?
Fix your board, Austin.
Who's the guy's name? I forget him already again. That's such a Steelers pick. Jennings Dunker to the Steelers is such a Steelers pick.
Yeah, no, that's the way that the Lord intended that one to be. I just got a text from Drew Beatty. How is Kyle Lewis still here? Buddy, I don't know.
Maybe your board is off, Jern. This draft does not make sense. I think as soon as Ty Simpson went 13 and then Caleb Banks went 18, something felt weird.
Caleb Douglas was Dane Brugler's 31st ranked wide receiver.
And he went
number
11th.
200.
He was the 11th.
Do you think his board is off?
Clearly. I don't think it. I know it. Look at the board.
There's one Iowa lineman left. Bo Stevens.
Yeah, but I mean, he was on the consensus board at 152 all season. That one's been
but it sounds like he could be in the top 100 for everybody else. We should have known when Stribling went 33 that it was going to.
Oh, I did. I literally tweeted. I said, take the consensus board and put it in the trash. It means nothing. I said
Speaking of boards being off, Drew Beatty just texted me. You could have put a gun to my head, and I would have told you Xavier Thomas would go undrafted, and then he went top 80.
Yeah.
That's what this draft's been like in a nutshell. I'd bet my life that guy goes undrafted, and then he's a top 80 pick.
It's there's no way Julian Neal's on the board at 101. There's no way Keontae Scott's there at 101, man. That mock draft is bad. Connor Lew at 66. Give me a break.
Connor
Everything's
Lew
fake,
at
nothing's real,
142.
nothing matters.
I'm going to tweet that out. The pick tomorrow is absolutely Farmer. Farmer at 142.
No, they had him
Austin, you messed up
There's
with
no
pick.
way.
I'm not updating the trades because that would take me forever. Therefore,
Correct.
I'm just filling the players with the slots, so I can keep track of the available board. This is for the available board, not for like the actual teams themselves.
Ooh, I got to do something fun today. I got to tell my younger brother, who's 5 years my junior. I got to inform him that he is older than Jeremiah Love, and I got to see the light fade from his eyes, like we all have.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Turn a certain.
Who
age,
was
you know?
the chat? You can. This is going to tell us how old you are, but sharing what athlete got drafted to any pro league at your age where you're like, oh crap, that's how old I am.
I know. I mean, it's still tough for me because like I'm sitting and talking with Keldric and Carnell today at the Titans facility and getting to know them, and then at one point it flashed through my head. I'm sitting there thinking like, oh, cool, like these guys are my age. No, you're 5 years older than these guys, buddy.
No,
5
guys,
years.
No, for you guys, your age is getting the second contracts.
I know.
Yep.
Generationally, I have more in common with Jeffrey Simmons than I do with Keldric Faulk, but that doesn't feel right.
Esco is banging the table for the Titans to select Elijah Sherratt or Mike Washington at 101. I have some news for you, buddy.
I have some bad news, my
I
friend.
have some really bad news for you. They cannot do that.
No, it's not that they can't.
No, they can't.
They could, technically.
With next year's stuff. All right.
I'm just saying that 101's not locked up. The pick's not been made. It's anybody's ball game if you want.
So I asked the question. You're going to age yourself. Everybody is. The player drafted, the first time a player was drafted to a professional sports league where you're like, crap, that person's my age. Wow. I have mine. I see a Mr. Shuckle says Marcus Mariota, which was the 2015 draft.
I just found out that me and Josh Allen have the same birthday.
The exact same birthday?
No, he's 3 years older than me. But...
Oh, okay. Daniel Cribbin says Wade Boggs, which is an older
everybody's
one.
dating themselves.
Wade Boggs. No, that's fake. You're joking. You're lying. I see you.
Archie Manning.
Now Craig Bowen does say Tom Brady.
That's reasonable.
Yeah. Jack says when Jalen Hyatt went to the Giants. Ann says Andrew Luck. I can click that.
Mine was the first time I was at a Titans training camp and got the little sheet they give you with all the info. And then I just went in boredom, went down the list of ages and counted how many guys I was older than. And I was like, oh no, it's a bunch of them.
Devin Booker. Bustin' Diamond says Dalton Knox was a skinny freshman. I guess Bustin' Diamond went to Bruin Academy when he was a senior.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb Tiernan, Northwestern. So, Jay, do you have a player? But
Tiernan's
though?
a BA guy?
No, Bustin' Diamond's a BA guy.
I thought we were talking about Tiernan. You just get drafted.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
97 to Minnesota. Do you guys have a player though? I have a specific player.
I don't have one. Who's your guy?
Ricky Rubio.
Sure. Son of Marco.
Mine is Puka Nacua.
Mm.
I'm older than Puka Nacua.
Ricky Rubio got drafted.
Biting anyone?
in the NBA draft. at
Also,
18.
my headphones died, and I don't know why the sound won't come through my computer, so I can't hear anything that you guys are saying.
JT,
That's
you're
perfect.
fired. Pack your bags, hand in your gun and bag.
I think Easton just said, "JT, you're fired." I think I read his lips. I think that's what he said.
No.
JT, you're hired.
JT, if you can hear this, we'll double your salary.
Bark twice if you're in Milwaukee.
You almost had to double his salary, Austin. You avoided it. JT, if you can hear this, we'll quadruple your salary.
Jacoby Thomas just went to the Vikings at 98.
Sure.
Jacoby Thomas
This is the range that we were upset the
one,
Titans traded out of.
188. Because I thought they could get Kyle Lewis.
They still can.
No, they got to wait another 43 picks.
And the way this is going, they might can.
God.
Oh, this is fun.
I don't understand anything about anything with this stupid draft. Jacoby Thomas, a top 100 player? Get out of here. Ah, man.
I don't know why I can't hear you guys. I think my stream route's broken. So
Hey, go out and then come back in.
It's almost over.
There we go. He got that.
We got 2 picks left.
I'm so tired and so hungry.
Julian Neal, 99.
I need like one good night's sleep tonight to be able to hammer tomorrow. That's what's going on.
I can hear you now.
There you go.
Hello. Or
Julian
hello,
Neal
excuse me.
goes.
Yeah, 99.
Damn it.
Yeah, I don't think he was going to last another 43 picks. But
never
I said
know.
that a long time ago about Julian Neal.
Remember when people were mocking a Tennessee cornerback in like the top 6 because he ran really fast at his pro day? Remember that?
I not actually. No, not top 6.
Okay, so whatever it was, 9th or something. There were some mocks that had him
Fringe top 10.
It's just so I'm not like trying to make fun of him by any means. It's just so crazy to me because I'm like earnestly.
Well, that was before the knee plug.
No, I
thing
know.
came
It's
out.
just it's crazy how much can change. That felt like it was
Well,
just the other day.
the pick is in for pick 100.
God bless. The pick awarded to the Lions because of Aaron Glenn being hired by the Jets as their head coach.
Jalen Husky, the guy who Austin a couple weeks ago went, who? That's not a real person.
I still don't know what you're talking about. You've mentioned that name to me before?
Yes. And you were like, that's not a real person. You made that up.
I still don't think so.
Jalen Husky does sound like a make a player.
I'm going to be honest. This was the worst third
Yes.
round I've ever had to sit through.
I usually adore this day of the draft. And
Yeah,
it
I said that was my
the
good
wor-
news today.
This was the worst one that I've sat through, if I'm being honest with you all.
Where is Jalen Husky?
You gotta search that name, Chief.
I don't
He
want
might be
to.
a safety.
This is more fun.
Oh, okay.
I'm
We
gonna
might
sleep
have
right
him
here.
listed
Good
as a
night.
safety. Easton, you should take the stream on a tour through
There
your
he
empty
is.
house. 245.
There's nothing to see. It's just rooms. It's like liminal space. It's like the background in here.
This was crazy.
Can't wait to do it tomorrow.
But as Deborah says, I agree. Tomorrow actually should be better
More interesting, at least.
because look at all these names we've been talking about for months.
Yeah. What's the top of the board now with going into day 2? What do we got?
Jamad McCoy, Connor Liu, Halton, which Titans aren't interested in him. But let's just look at interior O-line stacked. Safety corner. I think you can go get an edge because I'm not counting Keldric Faulk as an edge.
So realistically, we should look
not,
at
you know
we
what
should
we're
look at
not doing tonight is that.
All right, fair enough.
I don't have it in me, Chief. I don't.
Are we going live tomorrow?
No.
Should I go live?
Mercifully.
You know.
Just sit here and go live.
I will be
talk
at the
to people?
Titans headquarters for about 6.5 hours covering
Easton.
the last rounds, and then I'm gonna sleep.
I feel like I have important information to remind you of. There's a bunch of people tomorrow in Nashville that are gathering and they're going to run. And there's roads that are going to be closed. So make sure that you pay attention to the runners and the roads that they're going to be closing.
Everybody,
I forget about that every year.
Yeah. The damn marathon in Nashville
It's
is
always, not always.
always
it's often
a lot of times the draft week.
chat.
that didn't even cross my mind this year until just now.
You're welcome.
Well,
The
it's not, I mean,
Titans,
here's the thing: I could leave to get there at the beginning of the fourth round, be delayed an hour by the marathon, and still not miss the Titans' first pick.
but the Titans did send us an email at some point this week that feels
With
like a month.
instructions.
Yes,
Yeah.
that said
I'll
heads
go
up,
find that.
marathon closings.
I should have seen that. That's a good call. I don't know how I missed it.
Bustin, I will not. But if you all tweet at Austin to let me go live, maybe he'll change his mind. So
You have a Twitter account that can go live. He can't.
I
legally
could go
stop you
live by
from going
myself.
Live on Spaces. Now the question then becomes, why would you want to do that?
I technically can't stop you from going live here.
because I hate myself.
You could just delete the StreamYard. You could stop him if you really wanted to.
That's true.
That would be way more effort on my end than just letting it happen.
Could and should. Two different things. Note to self: if it requires a lot of Austin, he'll just let stuff happen.
I'm saying that right now in this state where we've been on for 2.5 hours and I'm tired.
I'm so tired and I'm so hungry.
All right.
Let's get out of here.
Bye. Thank you. I don't know why.
Bye and thank you.
You guys are awesome.
There's still
because
250 of you in here.
Thank
and
you,
God
Kim
bless
G.
you.
I am hoping I can sleep tonight, so I don't have to have 4 energy drinks tomorrow.
way too many
Same,
people are
man.
still here watching, guys. And but that's,
Let's do
hilarious.
trivia again.
I'd say I hope you all enjoyed that, but I don't know how you could have.
Clearly
The past
We're
hour
just-
of this has been
this-
straight
we're just
slop. It's
hanging
not been
out.
good.
we're just hanging out.
No, I know.
The A
it's
to
not
Z
been-
live stream to chill and study to, and also fall asleep to.
Now, this is the A to Z stream to mute an hour ago and forget that I still have on. I'm convinced at least 100 of the people that are live right now have had us muted for an hour and forgot that this is
No,
still going.
I think people are just chilling. I think they're just watching the draft, hanging out. Honestly, like before
wink.
you guys jumped in the chat, before you guys jumped in the stream, we were texting each other. We could have just all just been doing this the whole time. Like it doesn't matter.
Well, JT and I and Zach and Stoney, was it 2 years ago, JT? Yeah, 2 years ago, we did a day 3 mega stream where the 4 of us sat in a StreamYard for all 7 hours of day 3. And it got truly ridiculous by the end. Like, imagine what we've been doing now for 2.5 hours. 5 hours from now, that's what it became.
Delirium.
Well, yeah, because you also left because you had to get a fridge delivered.
I got a
they didn't
fridge
realize,
delivered and
they didn't
installed in
realize
my
they couldn't
house
fit the
during
fridge
the
in your
stream.
house.
Yeah, during the stream that happened.
Also, Jaquan Jackson's mock draftable looked like a phallic object, and that was probably about 2 hours worth of content right there. So
I don't understand why this is incentive. From
Donate it
Jern.
to what? Like for us to sell? Or
I'll donate an organ.
someone Venmo me $5,000 right now, and I'll do it.
donate Venmo me $5,000 and I'll do it. I'd do it for $1,000.
Do not Venmo either of these fools.
My Venmo is
any
at
money.
The A
Easton
to Z
Freeze.
subathon.
Do
I will
not-
sleep on stream.
What if we were like a nonprofit radio station? It's Pledge Week, everybody.
Adam says Vrabel Rossini takes, please.
Nope.
We have
Good
to
night.
wait till the primetime hours are over to do that.
We're technically out of prime time right now.
Oh yeah, 10. Barely. All right, that's it. Thank you. Seriously. Thank you guys for watching. We will have content tomorrow. It'll just
Yes.
be better, less
I'll have better, more cogent written words.
Yeah,
tomorrow
we're
for
actually
you.
gonna have real opinions, takes, and all that stuff
The
rather than
written
just us
word.
hanging out.
Yeah.
But I mean, good time hanging.
CJ,
Well,
do
thank
not
you.
Venmo us.
Yeah, do not Venmo.
I'm
If
gonna
everybody in
decline
the
your
chat
Venmos.
right now Venmos me $5, that'd be $1,000.
Actively panhandling in
No,
the live
notice
stream
how I
is so
didn't
crazy.
notice how I didn't offer anything. I just merely said a factual statement. If everybody in this chat Venmo me $5, I'd have $1,000.
Oh man.
Okay.
Oh god. Maybe we should go live tomorrow if we just gotta get Venmos. Yeah.
That's what dude.
No, I'm
There's
kidding.
money to be made.
Don't.
For the low price of $1,000.
Don't do that. Oh. All right. See you guys later. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.